2 a.m. stream. 2 a.m. stream. Fucking head mount showed up today. Spent 2-3 hours making some modifications. So we're gonna do a little bit of testing here. And I'm recovering from fucking allergies. Figured coming out into the fresh air would do me right. There must be a lot of drama on IP2 right now. It's fucking St. Patty's and everything. Must be fucking chaos going on over there. Fucking IP2 drunkards are running fucking wild right now and whatnots. Hey! Yo, late. Late. Yeah, we're testing out this head mount. It arrived from Shanghai, China today. And hey, Rights for Vets, what's up, man? Dude, I'm playing one of your long-ass fucking 4-hour streams right now in my car. Sometimes when I park my car, you know, especially at night and stuff, I like to hide a device in my car that's playing music or something playing. So if somebody walks up thinking about smashing my windows, they hear something as they're walking up, you know, they'll probably bail and walk away. Sometimes I'll leave a little light on or something too. So lately I've just been putting on your streams. Right now, one of your like 4.5-hour streams is playing, which actually is good for your channel to show that type of activity, to show that somebody's watching your stream continuously through for hours. That totally helps the channel a little bit. Each little bit helps. So that's what's going on right now. I just left my car like 10 minutes ago or something, you know. I was like, let me put on this Rights for Vets from like yesterday or something earlier or something. Hell yeah. I saw your channel has been growing and stuff. You've been doing good, dude. I remember when you had fuck all. You've been growing. You have a core audience, I've noticed, that's hanging out with you in your live streams and stuff a lot. You know, you've come a hella long ways from where you were a year ago. Hella. Yeah, Rights, no problem. Appreciate it. Little Rip. LFG. I am the legend known as Go Away. Respect me, please. I like that. Go away. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I got this head mount. I already made some modifications. I sat around for the past 2-3 hours making modifications. I would have done a lion quest or two over the past few days, but I had bad allergies, dude. And I'm still just recovering, but I'm sick of wasting time. So I figured I better come out with this head mount. I made a couple mods. I added one strap that goes from the center on my head and then like to the mount, in addition to their strap that does the same thing, but my strap is kind of elevated in the air and goes above the mount, adding much more stability. Then I added a couple of pieces of foam to the mount part that actually fits on your forehead, and I got it quite a bit more stable. So yeah, this phone is about to go on my fucking head, and we're gonna be using this for the BMX live stream San Francisco. When I go back to San Francisco to torment these fuckers, gangsters, scumbags, and libtards, hard fucking core all night. Remember that tweaker crew? I was reviewing my material from up there, dude. Remember that tweaker crew? I walked right through their camp. The girl tried to pepper spray me after sneaking up on me. All that drama that went down in the subsequent alleys. And just, dude, that shit was fucking gnarly. When I start going up there on my BMX, boys, we're taking all this shit to a whole nother level that nobody's ever seen before. I've already done that, to be perfectly frank. I think that's safe to say in San Francisco. But when I go up there on my bike, it's just gonna be non-fucking stop. These fucks are never gonna sink their blades into me again. So we got this head mount because that's exactly what it's for. Let me put this fucker on right now. Tonight we're gonna test it out. We're not on a bike, we're just on foot. I gotta do some running, jumping, climbing, test this fucker out a little bit, you know? Sucks because when you're wearing it, you can't see the chat. But I can pop it off my head now and then and check the chat. But I just really want to see how well does this hold up. I'm used to having a GoPro on my head. I used to do that quite a bit. But that is less wobbly, you know? And it's got hardcore stabilization built in. Okay, this fucker's on my head. Let's test these walls. I gotta get warmed up too. I can barely fucking breathe from these allergies, but I'm trying to force a recovery by just coming out here, getting fresh air and doing some exercise and just making myself breathe again. Yeah, let's go over these fucking walls. Hey! Come on! I can't breathe. Fuck. Got my body armor on. When I was out here trolling for Trump last time, I didn't have fuck all on. It's not good. I'm telling you, dude, these forearm guards saved my life twice in San Francisco. Straight up, dude. Yeah, you can ward off some mighty blows from baseball bat type objects. No problem. What's this? A fucking bag of trash. What does that look like? It's weird, like I can't see Savage Floyd. Fuck Floyd. Please don't ever compare me to fucking Floyd, even in jest. Fuck him. He wasn't the worst guy in the world. Like, people always like to talk about the drug dealer. I mean, the woman that he robbed, the pregnant woman, you know? He was there because she was a known drug dealer. That's why he was robbing her. So Floyd was no angel, but he wasn't the worst devil this country's ever known or anything. But, of course, it all gave rise to something that was the worst this country's ever known. B-fucking-L-M. Bowel movements matter. Yeah, what does that shit look like, though? I can't see fuck all. I took it off my head now. Ready for Sasquatch audit? Fuck, dude. I'm still thinking about it every day, big time. We're gonna go do a bunch of line quests. We're going into the Redwoods. Oh, and speaking of Sasquatch, dude, I'm looking up shit in Santa Cruz Mountains, you know? And I've always known there's this Bigfoot museum that's there. And this old guy runs this Bigfoot museum, you know? He's convinced that the creature does exist in the Santa Cruz Mountains. I don't think it does. I think it exists further north of here. And east of here, and south of here, but not right here on this strip of land. And, but then I found out that fucking lame-ass show, Finding Bigfoot, that goofy show on Animal Planet, they actually did an episode in the Santa Cruz Mountains. The episode is called Surfs Up, because Santa Cruz is a surfing town, you know? And the episode's called Surfs Up. I never saw it. I didn't watch it, but I just saw a clip of it online. I was like, what the fuck? They were fucking about in Santa Cruz? So there are people that are convinced that it is there, but I don't really think so. There's been so few reports over the decades, like 3 or something, you know? And I just don't think so. I'm sure in the past, if the creature does exist in the Pacific Northwest and such, definitely in the past it would have been in the Bay Area. It's like the best part of California to live in for something like that. But I really don't think it exists there. But we're going to keep doing line quests. I got to go hardcore. We got to get into the Redwoods, get further into those mountains. And then after that, it's Bluff Creek. Got to do it somehow, dude. Just got to do it. So that would be fucking hardcore. Fucking scary as fuck, bro. More scared of bears than anything else. If Sasquatch shows up, dude, I don't know, I'm just gonna be real cool and real fucking mellow and just hope he doesn't decide to kidnap me or kill me. But no, it's really about the black bears up there. That's scary as fuck, fucking around at night in a hardcore black bear area. I mean, come on, bro. It's not good at all. If that goes wrong, it goes fully fucking wrong. If bear spray doesn't work, you just get eaten, period. Period. The odds of fighting off a black bear with you with just a knife rolling around, good luck, dude. Those fuckers can tear your guts out instantly. You know, it's not like a mountain lion where they just kind of latch on and they mostly kill you by suffocation and strangulation and cutting off the carotid artery and such. Bears don't have to kill that way. They have the power to just kill you outright quick, tear you fucking apart. So that's the scariest part. The Sasquatch aspect is scary, though. Because I'm mostly convinced the creature does exist. I'm absolutely convinced hominid creatures exist on this earth, other than man. Absolutely, I'm convinced of that. And I'm pretty sure that all the legends and sightings in the Pacific Northwest, Northern California on up, yeah, there's got to be a lot of truth to it. It'd be easier if I was convinced none of it was real. Then you'd only be worried about the bears. Black bears at Yosemite? Yeah, no shit, dude. At least those ones are used to seeing people a lot, though. You know? Those ones, they're tourist-like bears. Like they'll raid your car or raid your camp for food or something, but they're less likely to see you as a prey item. Walking around up by Mount Shasta alone in the middle of the night? That's a totally different thing, dude. That's kind of how I feel about the mountain lions down here. A lot of them are used to seeing people. There's a general understanding we're not really a prey item, you know? But you start fucking around in proper wilderness areas where they're not used to seeing people like that, I think it's a whole different matter entirely. I think the risk goes way the fuck up. If a creature like that decides you're prey and he 100% wants to go for it, you've got a huge fucking problem. Bear spray is very effective, but what if something goes wrong? You're alone in the middle of the night, out in the middle of fuck all nowhere, and you're fucked. And one thing goes wrong, you know, you got a huge problem. Speaking of which, that's another reason why I didn't do a lion crest in the last few days. I lost one of my fucking bladed implements. I keep one bladed implement in each sock for the last case, you know, worst case scenario, last ditch effort. If you're rolling around on the ground tangled up with some damn beast, at least you have half a chance. And fuck, I couldn't find one. I know I brought it back on my last quest. I spent like all last night searching my car and searching all over the fucking place for it. That's why I didn't go out last night. Damn it. Now what are we doing out here? Yeah, I'm just holding this thing in my hand right now, which is actually pretty cool. Let's go do some other stuff though. Gotta warm up still, it's cold out here. I'm putting this thing back on my head. Oh, maybe we can see it in this reflection. Shit. No, there's not much reflection. Fucking Sasquatch. No, I'm quite convinced. Most of my life I was convinced it didn't exist, you know. But the more I studied the issue, I was always convinced it exists somewhere in the world, but I wasn't never really convinced it exists in Northern California and whatever. But I've studied the issue a lot, more and more over the years, and no, I'm sorry, dude. The preponderance of the evidence indicates strongly that it does still exist. No reason to think it doesn't. Homo florensis on Flores Island in the Philippines. Those were little hobbit-like people, 3.5 feet tall. And those were hominids resting between the space of great apes and modern man. And those fuckers may have existed as recently as 1,000 years ago there. They may have existed still today. Dating of the bones indicates that maybe it was more like 3,000 to 10,000 years ago, but the initial dating said 1,000 to 3,000 years ago, which in the scope of evolution is just like yesterday, you know? Something that's been proven to exist 1,000 years ago, you bet your sweet ass there's no reason to think it doesn't still exist today. So these things are very real. There's been very many different types of hominids that have inhabited the earth during the last 200,000 years that Homo sapiens sapiens has. There's just no reason to think that they don't exist at all today. And I'm sorry, the reason why Roger Patterson was at Bluff Creek to film and to try to find the creature, he wanted to make a documentary. He had rented a camera to do so. And this guy was a cowboy with his friend Bob Gimlin, who's also just like a fucking cowboy. They didn't have a lot of money. That's one of the reasons why people think Patterson faked it, that it was too convenient that he ended up there and got this incredible footage under those circumstances, because he was there, he wanted to get this footage, you know? But he wasn't just there willy-nilly. He was there because for 10 years prior, hardcore locals, loggers, and guys building roads and hunters and shit in that area, people that are locals, that all the other locals know, and the other locals insist they have no reason to lie, they insisted that they saw a creature. And then when during the months previous, before Patterson showed up, the weeks previous, he had been told by other locals, hey, you should come on down. You're interested in Bigfoot. It's happening again down here now. So he came down and went out there to the creek and bam. And if you look at the stabilized footage and do a lot of pausing and do a lot of thinking and put in some hours examining it all, you'll probably conclude that the creature seems to be real. For a long time, I would look at what looks like creases in a costume, you know, and that was one of the main reasons why I was convinced his footage wasn't real. But if you analyze things further, and if you look at photos of other great apes, gorillas, silverback gorillas, you'll see folds that look just like that in the same places, like right along the back, kind of separating the upper buttocks from like the back and the upper body. On the Patterson-Gimlin film, you'll see that big crease, what looks like a big crease there. Go look at some fucking gorillas right now and look at their back. You'll see a crease that looks just like that right there along the same way. So I've become convinced that almost certainly the footage is probably real. I lean towards real now. I always leaned towards fake, that his footage was fake. I don't lean in that direction anymore. I really lean that his footage is real. I'm afraid so. I'm afraid so, man. Oh, let's do this climb over here. So that makes it kind of scary going up there when you're somewhat newly convinced that it probably is real right along there, and knowing that there was a long history of other locals saying they saw it there in that area, the Bluff Creek, Willow Creek area. Anybody knowing what I know that would go and put themselves there alone at night, you're absolutely going to be convinced it's real. You have to think it's real. Your own fear will drive you into thinking it's real, and it's lurking around every other fucking tree. Once you're out there, you're damn right, you're even the most skeptical motherfucker on earth. If I took him out there and chucked him out there alone, his heart would be racing. He'd be like, holy shit, it could be real. It must be real. It is real. Like his fucking life depended on it. Come on. Come on, Harry. Whoa, what is this fucking graffiti? Motherfucker. Big ass new graffiti. Look at this. What the fuck is this? Some neo-hippie message, but the asshole has spammed it up here on a wall. The fuck? Thank God. And you're out here fucking committing hardcore graffiti on other people's property? Look at this. I mean, the fuck? Every day above the ground is good. Oh, fuck off. Like I'm gonna take philosophical platitudes from some fuckwit that thinks spamming a shit on a wall like this is the positive thing to do. What the fuck, dude? Cunt. Fucking asshole. Disrupted what I was doing, too. I gotta find a fucking mirror or something where you guys can see the shit mounted on my head. Let's go this way. Uh-oh, cruisers. I heard somebody yelling. Yeah, see? What the fuck is he doing? The guy on the motorcycle was yelling at this car. Then he pulled over and let the car go past him. Maybe they're just together, they're friends. It was weird though. Then the motorcycle was like flashing his lights at the car. I thought maybe they were having a dispute or something. I think they're probably just friends. Oh, we're over here. Ah, shit, it's all wet over there. Damn it, I want to climb up on that thing. No, the sprinklers, it's totally wet. No, this isn't reflective enough. Damn it. Fucking hell. Jewelers. Maybe they have mirrors up there. Dude, then I have some other fucking local news. You know, Elon Musk's estate sold. I promised the cops I wouldn't go up there again a long time ago. That's like damn near a year ago or whenever. Although the most recent promise was only like 4 months ago. So, no, it's not that long ago. But that estate finally sold. But then today, on a somewhat related note, that same neighborhood, the land of the endless mansions, the land of many of my lion quests and adventures, I saw this headline in the Drudge Report today. It said that a foreign gang had emptied several luxury houses, including in California. The headline was something along those lines. And right away when I saw that, I was like, holy shit, is that Hillsborough? That's gotta be fucking Hillsborough right here, bro. And so I go to the article, sure enough, fucking gangs of Colombians and other such scum from that region are coming up here to carry out major burglaries, just home burglaries. And as like criminal tourism, and then after they do a few jobs in a few states, they run back to fucking Colombia, the scum. Sure enough, they came to fucking Hillsborough right here and fucking emptied out a couple of houses recently. Headline was just in the Drudge Report today, you know? Sure enough, right up there in that neighborhood. Soon as I saw the headline, I was like, holy shit, it's probably right here. We're very close to San Francisco International Airport. This neighborhood is an infamously wealthy neighborhood, and sure enough, the fucking invader fucking scum came and violated people's houses, stole every fucking thing of value they could carry, leaving the residents in fear and feeling insecure in their own homes for years to come from fucking foreign invading fucking scum coming across our border. Outrageous. I'm super pissed about it, man. I'm so fucking pissed. It's bad enough when you got your own homegrown crime. You know, that's one thing. Every nation has that. You have some people in your society that are responsible, some that are extremely irresponsible, and a whole range of people in between. It's normal. It's another thing when you got gangs of foreign invaders constantly coming into your country, many of whom have criminal intent, some of whom are coming specifically to carry out major felonies like that. Wow. Build the fucking wall, right? Kind of see a little reflection there, eh? Oh, that one's a little better. Yeah, I got this fucking head mount, dude. Fucking invaders, dude. Fucking Colombians, bro. Fucking Colombians. Fucking Colombians. That's scary shit. What are these fucking Colombian cunts gonna do when they end up going into a house and there's people there? You know? What are they gonna do when there's a woman and 2 kids in there? How's that gonna play out exactly? Should we expect compassion and leniency from invader, criminal, foreign fucking scum? Or should we expect the worst? It's part of why I have respect for cops around here in this area too. You know, specifically for in that area. I have a newfound friendship with a certain sergeant on the force. Beginnings of a friendship, let's say. And I respect the man for putting in a long career up there, trying to fucking keep shit like that from happening. So everybody knows it's a crazy rich area. I was concerned when the riots were going on, and that's part of the beginning of this channel. So I was concerned that if shit really got out of control and the Marxist trash from San Francisco and Oakland and shit really get crazy, they're going to want to come to the Mid-Peninsula and carry out raids. Of course, everybody knows this is where some of the most wealthy people in the world are. And that'd be a real problem. A lot of my lion quests and shit, a lot of that is like training for those scenarios. Now I feel like that's not going to happen. This goes back to the end of summer 2020, early fall 2020 when I first started, you know. These feelings that, look, these scum might come and raid people's houses who I know up there, you know? So we got ourselves out there in those creeks. The sneakiest way to get up there and the best way for me to sneak around up there is exactly those ways. And were the scum ever to come in a horde, then, you know, I guess I'd be out there in the night. Playing by no rules. Shoot, shovel, forget, right? Unbelievable, dude. The bastards came from fucking Colombia, dude. Came from fucking Colombia. I mean, what the fuck? Foreign invading scum, straight up invaders, literal invaders. It's crazy, bro. We got no fucking mirror. Somewhere in this town there is, though. I mean, come on, bro. What about over there? Somebody's white Tesla over there. There's no fucking mirrors out of any of this. Yeah, we're staying away from the bars and everything tonight, too. I'm just out here to exercise and test this head mount. Checking on my modifications. There's no damn fucking mirror. I've been over here so many times. Damn it. Okay. Where are we gonna go? Oh yeah, let's go over here. This will be fun. I've been thinking about these walls. Yeah, I'm kind of liking this on my head. I added these 2 pieces of foam to cut down on some wobbling, and I added my own strap. And between those modifications, it's a way superior product. And the fucking bastards sent me the wrong head mount from China, too. This is not the one I ordered. So I'm going to have to complain and try to just end up getting this one for free. No, I specifically got this other one for a few specific reasons. And sure enough, they sent me the one that I didn't want. And I paid extra for it, because the other one was better. This is a cheaper one, it's worth a few bucks less. Bastards. Maybe I could talk them into sending me the right one. I bet they don't have the right one, though, and they're just like, just throw in the cheaper one. What the fuck is this? Is a bank now? This is a Chinese bank. Cathay Bank. Yeah, that's a Chinese bank. Totally, dude. Cathay is a Chinese word. Like there's restaurants that'll be called Cathay Kitchen, Cathay Chinese food, whatever. Recognize that right away. We are so global here. I'm sorry, man. I went on a rant on the Trump hat live stream the other day. The black-white nationalist came out from undercover, dude. Fucking hell. I'm sorry, bro. There's just so many foreigners here. It's bizarre. It's just bizarre. It's just bizarre. I would prefer that it was like it was when I was growing up. Perfectly natural, like anybody that had a happy childhood would prefer that things in their local area stay the way that they were then. Totally bizarre. No, the type of people I grew up with, you just don't see that type of person walking around downtown anymore, going to the restaurants and stuff. It's like 1 out of 10 now. 1 out of fucking 10. Oh, this thing. Okay, we're going up this bastard, aren't we? I'm wearing a backpack with some water and a big flashlight, little flashlight on my wrist. Elbows and forearms, knee and shin. New pair of operating pants. My old operating pants had a nice slash in them from the jihadis and blood all over them, so those are long gone, you know? So I'm testing out these new pants that I think I'm designating as my main pants for various operations. Yeah, these pads fit pretty good. Wish these pants were a little looser there, though. The pads are a little too obvious in these pants. I mean, not really. You don't want people to know you have your shit on under there, you know? Fucker was hella surprised he couldn't put me into a fucking coma. He was hella surprised at that one blow from my defender. He was hella surprised. Pah! Just blocked that beautifully. Sorry, you fucking jihadist scum. Not killing me, not yet, you fucks. Oh, yeah. You fucking bastard. Oh, let's go this way. Jack in the Box. No, nobody's there. I thought we were gonna bring him up a level, wake somebody up. Oh, I can barely breathe. Fucking allergies were so brutal. Yeah, I had to come out tonight, even though I really shouldn't be, because I can't fucking breathe. But I should have already done a couple streams this week, you know? It's fucking Thursday. It's Friday now, technically. It just turned fucking Friday, you know? Like, it's been a week since my Trump hat stream. I think that was Friday night. So I forced myself to come out tonight just to get this testing one over. Then I want to head up to the mountains with the new gimbal mount on that rig. All right, we're going over to that wall. You see that stucco wall over there? It's over 6 feet tall at its high point there, and we're gonna go up over there, aren't we? And we're gonna come back and run up over here and climb right back up where I am now. After I take a few more breaths. That's why you gotta have the head mount, is for climbing, really. For climbing, use your chest a lot in climbing, you know? And a chest mount with your shit there, that's just not gonna work at all. You're gonna destroy your shit big time. That's really the only reason you need a head mount. Plus, I think on a bike it is better. If I'm on a bike roving around San Francisco tormenting these bastards, the camera needs to go where I'm looking, you know, obviously. So for those two reasons, I'm hyped about this fucking head mount. But that's really the only times I'm really going to use it. Well, you can't wear a Trump hat with the head mount, you know what I mean? So there's that. That's where I want a chest mount. That's the next mount I want. I want to get a chest mount. For the Trump streams like that, I definitely want a chest mount. Both hands free. It was nice having the gimbal and being stabilized, but the gimbal did fuck up a couple times, including out in front of a bar where there's a bunch of guys, a few of whom aren't happy with me and whatnot, and you just don't want any fiddling with equipment at awkward moments and stuff. It's not good at all. No, should just be a chest mount, hands both totally free. Oh my God, you know what a luxury that'll be? Fucking hell. So at least I'm experiencing that aspect of this tonight. That's another good thing about a head mount too, is when one of these fuckers tries to rip your gear off of you, if you've got it on your head, they're effectively swinging at your head, which means you are perfectly justified and swinging it at their head, even possibly with an implement in your hand of some sort, you know? When somebody takes a swing at your head in the street in a hostile situation, it's go time. And essentially every court will agree with you that at that point you have every right to use a pretty fair, extreme amount of force to repel such a threat. So when somebody makes a grab like that, it's like, if you choose to retaliate by slamming your fist or your elbow into somebody's fucking face, you have every goddamn right to do that, and probably more, depending exactly on the situation. So I kind of like that about the head mount too. A lot of assholes are brave enough to try to grab your shit out of your hands or something. It's only happened to me once with the jihadi, you know? But of course it's happened to all the other streamers a lot of times. It's common. You got your shit on your head, somebody grabs to that, you have every right to use an extreme amount of force to repel that. That's a serious attack. And it'll be shown on camera that it looks like somebody swinging at your fucking head, because that's effectively what they're doing. But really, I want the chest mount. Chest mount can stay on in some crazy big brawl. That's your best odds of your equipment staying with you and continuing to record. It's simply properly chest mounted with some VHB tape and shit supplementing the off-the-shelf equipment. Cunts. It's ridiculous you have to think about this type of shit. But we got a society full of shitheads. Can't keep their fucking hands to themselves. Little crybabies. Cunts. Oh, this gap. Yeah, we've done this gap. See that weird angle, though? Look at all those angles. It's a little bit tricky, bro. It's not like jumping and landing on something flat, is it? Oh, I wish I could breathe. Fuck. Yeah, I still have fucking phlegm, dude. Fucking allergies. These pine trees were just dumping fucking pollen. I think it's over now, though. Let's look at the chat. I definitely need to catch my breath. Down with the gay mafia. Fucking yes. Yeah, no, I hear you on that. I hear you on that about what you say on camera. Believe me, every encounter I've had where it looks like it's going to go violent, I'm thinking like a district attorney and a defense attorney. That's literally what I'm thinking about. You'll notice, anytime somebody hardcore confronts me, you'll notice I back up and back up and back up, and I say certain things. I tend to call them gentlemen and sir. I referred to the jihadis as sir right before it all kicked off. And in other confrontations, like the confrontation with the tweaker crew in San Francisco, when I went up to the alleys after the main confrontations, knowing that they were waiting for me up there, and then sure enough, 2 of them came into the alley trying to intimidate me, I called them gentlemen twice. I said something like, after they walked away, I was like, wise choice, gentlemen, wise choice, when they walked right by me the first time. Then one of them circled right back around and came back through by me again. You know, I called them gentlemen twice. No, I always back up. I'm not a violent person. I don't want to fight. I'm not trying to cause fights. But if fuckers want to jump on me, then I'm going to have to fucking fight them. It's most unfortunate. We're going to be more ready than ever, too. These little cunts have to keep their hands to themselves. There's a reason why it's the jihad scum going to prison and not me. It's exactly that. You can see in that incident, I backed up, I backed up, I backed up. You know, making it very clear who the aggressor is in case something really goes wrong, which that time it did. Cunts. No, we're good with that. We're cool. We're cool. Unfortunately, this shit's going to drag on forever. We got to just get this conviction completed with the first dickhead, and the other fucker is on the run. And, you know, I don't know how long he'll be on the run for, obviously, but eventually there will be trial number 2. Cunt. Fucking jihads. But then committed to the fray. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, dude. After I backed up for a while, then I just like stopped. I was just like, okay, you know, I'm kind of getting angry and getting a little tired of backing up, dude. It's time for you to back the fuck up. But of course, they didn't want to do that, so they're going to prison. Little fucker. Islam Saeed Natsa. That fucker's been in jail this whole fucking time, dude. He's got to finish his federal parole time. You know, all that time he's got to serve that in jail because he's not going to be on parole again for his terrorism conviction. Then he's got to serve all the time I'm handing him. The dumb fuck. He's a crazy little stupid fucker. He's exactly the type that would think it's a good idea to go off and join ISIS and do all the shit he tried to do. He's exactly the fucking type. A fucking retard. Like the type that the FBI set up with stings and kind of entrap these idiots into these things. He's exactly the type. He's such a fucking little idiot, dude. You saw him grinning like a moron. He was grinning the same way in court, which isn't going to serve him very well when he's doing that in front of the juror either. He always has this stupid little grin on his face, and I think it's because he's like a half-wit. He's a fucking half-wit. It's not just because he thinks these things are funny. It's because he's really like kind of only half there. You have to be like that. To be lucky enough to be living in America when your family came from the shithole known as Palestine, and then you want to get yourself all involved in Middle East extremism politics and go back as a terrorist, obviously you're a fucking retard. You're all messed up in the head. Islam is the tool of the gay mafia. Typical millennial soy boy. Yeah, with that hairdo he had. But he's a fucking Palestinian. His family came from Palestine. He's a first-generation American. I don't consider him an American. But on paper, he's a first-generation American. He's a fucking Palestinian, in other words. Cunt. His hair's hella long, too, dude. He had to take out his fucking cornrows because he went to jail. And, and so he shows up in court and his hair's still hella long. Like he could have had it cut in jail when they took out his cornrows for him or whatever the fuck. But, no, he just has his hair hella long. He's just a weird little fucker. Fucking little moron. No, and his family's trouble too, dude. His family's trouble. We're looking north right now. They live north of here, about 15 miles or so. Somewhere around there. A little more than halfway to San Francisco from here is where they live. And one, they named him Islam. Two, there's a report from the prosecutor in his criminal case where the prosecutor said that his family knew he was a jihadi, knew he was hyped up on jihad extremism from before the FBI and the Spanish police got involved in the case. They knew. His family knew he was hyped up on extremism. According to the district attorney, in that case, the federal prosecutor, I should say, in that case, that's what he said. So, in other words, the preponderance of the evidence is that they're all fucking scum, and it's a great detriment to this country that the Nazi family was ever allowed to set fucking foot on our shores. So ridiculous to allow immigration from places that have a ton of extremism, have a long history of being war-torn, in part because of the meddling of the New World Order in their lands. And you're going to then invite these people into your country? They have foreign custom, foreign ways, a foreign religion. The West had a 1,000-year history of battling and fighting to the fucking death to keep the bastards out of Europe. And then New World Order scum just fucking change policies and allow these fucking cunts to just come fucking flooding into Europe, England, and America. And any idiot could tell you, hey, that doesn't sound like a good idea. Isn't that going to bring a lot more problems than immigration from other countries would? Of course it would. That's what Trump implemented. And fortunately, he did it in a typical Trump inarticulate sort of a way with, just calling it a Muslim ban or whatever. It's not the best way to phrase this to convince people it's a good idea. He always does that. He just, he's such a New Yorker. They always talk fast and they abbreviate and just shorten everything down. So instead of giving you several paragraphs, he just gives you a Muslim ban, And then, of course, everybody goes crazy about it. But he's right. He's absolutely right. I mean, duh. Those are the last people you want in for a myriad of reasons. If we can ever fucking rise up and all the decent people have a populist uprising in Europe, England, and America, that's like first order of business. You got to reverse Islamic immigration by 40 years, bro. You got to roll back the clock by like 40 years, man. Seriously. It's a huge problem in England. In England, in London, in southeast London, the traditional home of the Cockneys, the toughest and most interesting and creative of the British working class, arguably. In their lands, the fucking Mus took over because it's a poor area. It was always a poor, really tough area. So, of course, all the fucking immigrants go flooding into that area. And they took over to the point where they would have Muslim patrols. Radical Muslims would patrol the streets at night and come up on English people that were standing out in front of a pub, finishing off their pints, and say, you can't drink in this area. This is a Muslim area now. You can't drink because of Sharia law. They were carrying all kinds of shit. They'd go up to groups of women, these fucking scum. They'd go up to groups of women and say, you can't be drunk out here and wearing that short skirt. That goes against Sharia. This is a Muslim area now. This is a Muslim patrol. Bunch of big fucking muzzies walking around doing this shit. That was 10 years ago, bro. That's the type of shit that spurred Tommy Robinson into action. That's fucking 10 years ago at least, bro. Bad news. And all of it was completely predictable. Completely fucking predictable. I have to admit, when I saw the fucker's face, the main aggressor, when I saw his fucking face that night, I won't say any more, but I saw his fucking face. Cunt. Looked real familiar. Looked exactly like the type I'm talking about in London. Exactly, bro. God bless Tommy Robinson. I followed him for way before any other fucking Americans did. 10 fucking years. 10 fucking years, dude. Everybody else found out about him kind of around the time Trump did, is really what happened. Although Jones had Tommy on before Trump was aware of Tommy, I believe. I was praying for a long time that Alex Jones wouldn't have Tommy on. A lot of Americans don't understand British politics, and, you know, it worked out well in the end, though, I guess. Plus, he was already done with the EDL. The English Defense League was Tommy's first group. Bunch of fucking football hooligans that were all pissed off about this. And not all of them were white either, dude. They had some black dudes. They even had a couple guys that were sort of ex-Muslim types, you know, non-practicing Muslims that didn't appreciate shit that the other Muslims were doing. They had a Sikh, Gurmit Singh. Gurmit Singh was his name. A Sikh guy as well, in other words, an Indian. And the Sikhs, of course, they fought for the British. World War I, World War II, maybe even earlier than that, just in colonial times, they were allied with the British. I believe that they were. So the Sikhs are pretty fucking cool in England, dude. Like, I respect the Sikhs in England. They have a long history of working with the English. They've lived with English traditions for a long fucking time, for generations. They're known as fierce fucking warriors too, bro. They're known as fierce warriors. They really did help out on the battlefield with the English, bro. They earned their fucking place, you know? And with this guy, Gurmit Singh, he's so funny because he would give hardcore speeches for the EDL in front of 1,000 fucking hyped up, angry, violent football hooligans, most of whom are white. And one time he famously... And a documentary was being filmed, too. There was, like, press there, and a documentary team was there. And he said something like, he said, and God bless the English, and God bless the people of the British Isles, and even God bless the Muslims, because they'll need it when they're burning in hell. And saying that in England, you can be arrested for that. You can be charged with a hate crime just for shit you say. In England, they don't have a First Amendment like we do, you know? So the dude was hardcore Gurmit Singh, and he's a light brown-skinned Indian, you know, like a beige-skinned Indian dude. EDO was fucking badass, dude. I first became aware of him because I'm always poking around looking at cool shit in the underground scenes in England, extremist scenes, punk rock scenes, skinhead scenes, international drug trafficker scenes. You know, I love the English, I love the cast and the gallery of rogues. And so I came across the EDL, and there was the first documentary. It's a fucking badass. It's one of the greatest documentaries because of the music and everything. And these fucking lads, they have Tommy and his boys, and nobody knows who Tommy is at this point. He's totally in disguise. They're all wearing black balaclavas, which is a face mask. Covers your face. There's just a hole for the mouth and the eyes, you know? They're all wearing black balaclavas, talking about their politics with this film crew. And then they take out a Nazi fucking flag, a swastika, and they burn the flag, you know? Because Tommy is not a Nazi. In fact, Tommy's more Zionist than anything else, like straight up. It's just multiple trips to Israel and on and on and on. And, so they burn this fucking flag and all this. And right away, I was like, English Defense League, holy shit, dude, I'm on this, bro. Fuck yeah. I've been following British nationalist politics for a hell of a long time, just because I find these characters to be so interesting. And I found a lot of simpatico with their cause as well in a lot of ways. It is not right that England be flooded with endless hordes of foreigners, many of whom are hostile to the British way of life. It's not right. It's not right at all. England for the English! That's what's fucking right. Should have stopped immigration 40 years ago. It was perfect then. You had just enough people to make things interesting, just enough different types of immigrants and stuff to make things cosmopolitan and interesting. We went way past this. 40 years ago, there was no goddamn Muslim patrols. You guys see the Causers roll by? Yeah, there was no fucking Muslim patrol in fucking London 40 years ago. Not even, bro. It's out of control. It's out of control. New World Order scum ruining the world as fast as they can. Give the fuckers 30 years unchecked to do what they will, and we can see the results. They pretty much destroyed America, England, Europe to a great, great degree. And to roll the clock back to undo the damage that's done is very, very difficult, very unlikely to ever happen, because we have to constantly be fighting new battles as the New World Order unleashes more arsenal against us, like with what went down with COVID and still going on with COVID for that matter. Yeah, we let the oligarchs get too much power. We should have shut them down when Eisenhower warned us here in America, you know? Fucking, what, 80 fucking years ago, almost 80 years ago, is when we should have risen up and really shut these bastards down. We definitely should have done it when they killed Kennedy, you know? No, dude, era after era, decade after decade, we've let criminal scum run our country. And they've run us aground. They've run us onto the rocks. Bashed a huge hole in our hull of our ship, and we're sinking. Pretty much no way to undo most of the damage that's been done, too. Unless there was a total societal collapse, then the people could rise up and take care of these problems, you know? Lots of ships heading overseas, taking human cargo back to from whence they came, for the good of all. Maybe we should do this wall again. Fucking bastards piss me off, dude. Let's go up here. Let's go up to the rooftop. Yeah, I can take the fucking elevator. That'll be nice. I'm telling you, I can barely breathe, dude. Smells like urine. Smells of piss. Yeah, it's most unfortunate. I knew a Muslim guy, and I liked the guy. This dude was a musician, liked a lot of the same music I liked. He played guitar. He wasn't very good, but he was so Americanized. You know, he liked rock and roll, very much so. He could talk on and on about this band and that band, and he had this album and that album, you know. He was really into it. I liked that guy. You have a few guys like that come into your country, that can be cool. Oh, holy shit. Mexico, guys. Two or three carloads of Mexican dudes hanging out. Technically, you're not supposed to be up here at night. And I very much think these guys have had plenty of beers, dude. This is the Modelo crowd we often come across on these streams. Or we just come across their litter. Modelo beer cans everywhere. I hate this music. I like almost every form of music. There's only two forms of music I know of that I really dislike. That's this shit, the traditional Mexican peasant music, and polkas. Polka music, and they're both related from the Germanic influence in Mexico. I just can't believe young dudes listen to this shit. Like, what the fuck? It's just the worst. You can hear the polka in it. Goddamn accordions, dude. I mean, what the fuck? What the fuck? Who listens to this? Good thing I don't have the Trump hat on, huh? Be tempted to march over there. That definitely would be a big incident, bro. I don't think these guys could resist but jump all over me or try. Dude, I'm gonna have to get the fuck out of here. Just listening to this music, really, it's such a high killer. Just takes my mood right down into the gutter. I mean, come on, bro. This is like the worst shit ever. It is. It's the worst shit ever. I like all forms of music heavily. Spent endless hours of my life listening to classical music, country music, hip-hop music, rock music, speed metal, thrash metal, death metal, all forms of electronic music, and just on and on and on, bro. And this shit, no. Fuck no. It's the worst. It's even worse than a German polka, I think. It's peasant music. Fucking bastards. Let's just take the elevator right back down. Not looking for drama tonight. Fuck off, cunt! Jesus, I can't wait for a goddamn elevator. I gotta go, dude. Hearing that fucking accordion solo kick in, it's like, fuck off, bro. Just fuck right off. Oh my God. That is the worst. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sure there's nobody listening to my streams that likes that shit either, bro. It's impossible. Fucking, it's impossible. Hey, you know what? Let's go check this little park over here. We'll check this park where I was starting some of those lion quests. Can at least do that little park section over there. Those beasts come down through there a lot. They're seen all the way down here fairly regularly. Like, we'll get a report within a few miles of here or right here on this creek that the bastards have come all the way down and effectively into town here. And that's where they come. Since we're right here, let's go over there. That'll fucking clear the wretchedness from my mind. Oh, and I want to hit all these utility boxes too. Test this mount. I'm liking this mount. It's when I first put it on, I first took it out of the box, put it on with my phone, I was like, shit, it's kind of wobbly. But I added 2 pieces of foam and my own fucking strap, which looks hella factory. Just everything looks perfect, like you would think that it came that way. It makes this thing so much more stable. That fucking Tejana music sucks. I knew a guy too that had a big career in America and in Mexico as a sound engineer for 2 famous bands that do that type of music. They do it better though. I mean, I kind of respected them. Maybe I'm biased because I knew the dude. And I met a couple of the dudes in the band. Those dudes were cool. I kind of liked those guys. Yeah, we're over here. Hey, can we get a reflection here? You would think I would know. I'm here all the time. I know there's a mirror in there, but no, this doesn't work. Yeah, see that mirror. I used to live here. That's why. Damn it, I wish I could go in there though. Should have kept a lobby key, huh? If I knew I'd be doing this stuff and be over in this part of town a lot doing this, fuck yeah, I wish I had a lobby key just so I could go in there and look in the fucking mirror. The rig looks kind of cool. I mean, it kind of looks sort of cool having this shit mounted up there. I'm kind of liking it. It works with the rest of my motif. I think it works pretty well. It's a natural extension of all my other accessories. Yeah, the only other mount I need now is a chest mount. I would think that's it, dude. One gimbal just for handheld. One gimbal's mounted on a Defender for Lion Quest with all the fucking lights and power packs. Then I've got the head mount, and really it's just the chest mount. Let's get out the big flashlight. Fuck, I hate that music. Oh, I should have left immediately. God, it's the worst. I'm telling you. You could put on anything else and I'm cool, dude. Anything else. Even modern country, which I really tend to not like. I like old school country a lot. I don't like modern country. It's too overly produced, you know? Country shouldn't be that slick and polished and have fucking horns in the arrangement and shit, you know? Like, please. Dude, I gotta go on a lion quest tomorrow. I just want to be in these hills at night, every fucking night. I'm looking to get a tent, man. With that in mind, it'd be so badass to hike all the way to the fucking ocean and back. I need a foldable, 2 ducks. Need a foldable solar panel and more power packs. Sleep on the beach, power up all my shit there. Come back through the hills the next night. That way we can go through the redwoods. We can go hardcore Santa Cruz Mountains, bro. Then then the only limit is how much food can I carry, you know? So even if I went out there and found a black bear in the middle of the night out there, it would be an incredible thing. Zoologists around the world would be fascinated by that. We're told they don't exist within 40, 50 miles of here in the Santa Cruz Mountains, but in the most southern range, they still do occasionally. A little further south, they habitate regularly. But I do have a report from a historic estate that's only like 5 miles from where I do my quests on the lake up there. And the caretaker out there insisted a few years ago that they are right here. He insisted that he had signs that they absolutely are right there by that estate. And as I've said, we've done quests within 5 miles of there, you know? So there is a real chance that I could come across a black bear in these mountains, and we're told that does not happen. They do not exist. So that's almost cryptozoological. Be a nice feather in my cap if I really start going hardcore for Bigfoot in Northern California, to have found a bear or even a mountain lion to come out alone at night and make it happen. We already have proof of concept by finding the bobcat. I have eye shine. I have something. There's shine right behind. Kind of looks like 2. Probably just raccoon, or it's the moon on the water. It's almost a full moon right now. I think it's a raccoon. Oh, it's a reflector on this thing. What the fuck is this? Yeah, it's these reflections. Damn it. I have eye shine. That is eye shine over there. What the fuck is that? It's not. Holy shit. No, that's just trash or something too, huh? You guys see that? You can see why I thought it was eye shine in those bushes there. Doesn't seem to be. We know that big-ass coyote comes all the way down here. I had that run-in with him. That can't be, what, 100 yards from here? A couple 100 yards from here? It's hella close. I swear to God, that fucker's killing deer by himself. He's fucking huge. He scared me a little. I've never been scared of a coyote before. He scared me a little. It's like, wow, dude. If he was really pissed and really wanted to fuck me up, that's a real issue. Whoa. Light one on the low setting. Don't even see any deer here. We saw that buck. I had that buck out here one night with the antlers. That was pretty cool. That was right here. Yeah, I gotta stop talking on lion quests too. When I'm in the really good spots, I gotta shut the fuck up. I've reviewed my studies of how mountain lions respond to human speech. And as I said before, earlier on in some of the streams, they don't respond well. When it's amplified through a sound system, at least, they tend to avoid the sound of the human voice. And when I got stalked, I was just digging BMX jumps alone, you know, so I wasn't talking. Fucker could just hear constant shuffling of dirt, you know, from far away. And when he decided he'd go and investigate, he didn't hear me talking because I wasn't talking. It's possible had I been talking, you know, like if I was on the phone on a headset or something the whole time, that he wouldn't have shown up. And as you saw in one of my last videos, we've had a lot of mountain lion activity around here. We always do, you know. And the news only reports on a small fraction of the sightings and interactions that go down around here. Some good reports though, dude. How about that fucking mountain lion dragging the fucking deer off of the guy's porch? That's right here in this same neighborhood, the Land of the Endless Mansions, where Elon lives and where the Colombian burglary crew just struck. God, I want to keep going. It's a good thing I don't have my boots on. We might just keep going. I'm not equipped at all to go way up there. And of course, it's like fucking 3 in the morning. Might have to go for it tomorrow or the next day. Definitely, dude. Definitely. No, that's not poison oak. Got my attention, though. Let's just check this tunnel. I see a fucking chair in the creek. What the fuck? Is that plastic? God damn it. Look at that. What the fuck? Fucking bastard. Oh, I think it's metal. Is that metal? That's better. I don't want to go out there. I'm not going. Look at this. Ponchos. More graffiti. Look at all the graffiti, dude. There's hella new graffiti down here. Hella. Look at these shoes. These are ponchos. Cunts. Wonder if they're hiding up there. They might have heard me coming inside to hide. Look at that. Ponchos. That's even in Spanish right there. Fucking bastards. Look at this shit. I covered some of this graffiti myself before. Now there's hella. It's weird that these scumbags left these shoes here. Here's a can of graffiti right here. They sprayed this. Here's a can right here. Fucking scum. Fucking scum, dude. We know who's doing it, too. It's California. 99% of the time, you know who's causing this type of problem. We just saw some of their ilk partying up on top of the parking structure, didn't we? Cunts. These fuckers on around, too. God damn it. Some viewer sent me a can of gray spray paint, which I really appreciate. Thank you very much. It's just not enough. We need a source of gray spray paint that's hella cheap. I need a fucking case of the shit, you know? Something where it's like $1 a can, like at Home Depot, but they don't have gray. I mean, Jesus Christ, look at this. There's a lot of graffiti popping up around town in general lately. Big, colorful shit. You let the scum take over, they'll cover the whole town. They'll getify this beautiful town, dude. They'll do it, bro. They'll do it. They're constantly trying. Fucking scum. God damn it, dude. Fucking bastard. I'm not gonna fuck around. Well, and I don't start my quests here anymore. The sergeant that I'm a bit friendly with has requested that I kind of not. But I could stop by here tomorrow night on the beginning of a quest. It's a little bit out of my way if I'm going to go up the other way. I want to get this chair out of here. Fucking scum. Fucking scum, dude. This is when you wish, you were in Hawaii and these people were here and I was fucking 6 big-ass Hawaiians that were super pissed people were doing this shit. That's when we go primitive with fucking boulders. Feeding time for the crawfish. It's unfucking believable. God damn it, dude. Fucking scum. Technically, that's in the land of the Endless Mansions, too. That's the demarcation right there. It's crazy to me that these scum fucking invade that neighborhood, but why not? You got Colombian international criminals that come to invade to burglarize homes right here. Why not? Why not, huh? Welcome to America. The land where globalism is king. Fucking pisses me off, dude. Let's go this way. Fuck it. Fucking scum. There's people that live right here. These are decent people that pay a fucking lot of money to live right here. These are just apartments and condos, but still, it's like you're paying $1 million fucking dollars and more, dude. Much more. No, they should be patrolling these neighbors. They should have the spray paint and they should be patrolling, calling the fucking cops when they realize that scum is fucking about down there. It's not good. That's why I respect cops that work this township. They're professional, courteous, they do a hell of a good job. And there's a constant threat of fucking scum invading. There really is, There really is, bro. Especially in this era, in the Google Earth era, where fucking burglars can conduct their research so well. Google Earth and everything, So we're doing a good deed. We are throwing away this empty can of black spray paint from the fucking scum. It's garbage night. Damn it, it's garbage night? We hella should be up there. It was garbage night when I ran into that coyote on the street. He was fucking around by the trash cans. I got to chase him. Actually, you don't recycle those. This should be garbage. I wish that would happen every night. I just get to chase a few coyotes. That's enough excitement for me in a night just right there, dude. Hasn't happened since then. Feels good to be chasing them. That way, when there's a pack of them, they'll probably remember me and be less likely to try to chase me. Fucking full moon, too. We hella should be up there. Damn it. Fucking bastards. Yeah, let's just go back downtown. Hey, I wonder if the cops went up there and rumbled those guys that were parked up there. They do rumble people from up there, the causers, They find people up there at night, they will make you leave, check you out and make you leave and whatnot, Absolutely. It's one of our little skateboarding spots around here, and they'll hassle you on a skateboard too. Usually they don't make a big deal out of it, but yeah, you're kind of shut down. But those dudes are up there like drinking and whatever. It's a different matter. Not just out skateboarding, are they? Mustn't drink and drive, boys. So yeah, it makes me wonder if the cops are up there right now rumbling them. That's what we want in a way. I'm telling you, you have your video vigilante squads. Don't do it alone like I was in San Francisco, You got to go out in teams and you live stream, you get in these situations with street corner criminals, and you're documenting all the evidence and it's being stored off-site. So when these guys make a felonious move against you, then you got them ready to get shipped off to prison with a bow tied around their fucking neck. I envision that if you had squads like that all across the country in shithole cities, go out in teams of guys, make it a little safer, and alert your local cops in that area that you're conducting another patrol that night. They can be watching and stuff too. And you're effectively working as a surveillance tool for law enforcement if they choose to watch your streams and see, where people are creeping around where they shouldn't be and whatnot. Of course, I fall in that category too slightly, but we've got some simpatico. Especially as I'm the guy that's testifying against the jihadi and all this shit, you know. All the cops know what I'm all about. They know my record, which is virtually non-existent. And they all know my history and know I'm testifying against jihad scum. Oh, and they know that I am prone to write letters of commendation in an attempt to ensure that good officers get promoted up the chain, thereby denying the slot to officers that don't deserve it. Yep, Officer Ramirez and Officer Schlegel. Good cops, they were hella cool. Right away, they figured out that I wasn't the threat and I was cool. You know, because when they first come up on some crazy shit, they don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm wearing this black and gray flannel, looking weird in the middle of the night, looking a little gangster myself, all bloody and shit, you know. Right away, Officer Ramirez clued in that, hey, no, this guy's clearly not the problem. He asked me, are you high on any drugs or whatever, you know? And as soon as I gave him my answer right away, everything changed. He was like, okay, this guy is not the normal type of scum that we're used to dealing with in the Tenderloin in the middle of the night. He figured that out real quick because they're good cops, smart. We got good cops on the peninsula. I'm sorry to the cop haters, but it's true. Everything's held to a standard around here. You know how they, some police departments, some parts of the country, they will reject cadets and applicants if their IQ is too high. Because they kind of just want order-following drones. You know, I don't think that's true around here. I suspect most of these cops, they all have a degree. Some of them have 2 degrees and shit. This is one of the most educated, intelligent, sort of evolved thinking part of the country. That's why it's the libtard, because they took it all too far. So proud of themselves for being so evolved and so progressive, all too far. No, our cops around here are like they're not morons, dude. They're smart and they're professional. And they're pretty chill, dude. Pretty fucking cool. All my life, cops have let me off on some petty shit or another. Just growing up as a BMXer and a skateboarder, you know, boom, right there. That means you're going to have more run-ins with security and cops than most other kids right off the bat. But me and my friends, we were civilized types, so we were always really cool to cops and security, and they were always really cool to us. It's not a problem. Plus, that way you can get little extra privileges. If the security guard doesn't hate you, you can come back in a few days, skate a little more till you're asked to leave, and it'll just be conducted in a friendly way, and that's it. Some of these assholes get into big shouting matches and act all ghetto. There's some epic videos online going from way back of fucking dudes like that to get all ghetto about it, attacking security guards. There's some skaters who gone to prison for that. Attack a security guard with a skateboard, you're begging to go to prison. You're begging to go to fucking prison. Luckily, me and my friends, we were evolved and civilized. We handled things in a congenial way. And you handle things that way, you get away with all kinds of shit, dude. You show that you're friendly. That goes a long ways. And there's a lot of communication that goes on a subconscious level, especially with cops, because cops are very observant. They got spidey sense for detecting hardcore felons fresh out of prison types and stuff, you know? They got spidey sense. They pick up on a lot of different little cues that your normal civilian walking around would not be picking up on. So if you conduct yourself in a civilized manner, they quickly figure out that you're not a bullshitter, that you actually are a civilized person pretty fucking quickly. And they're a lot more likely to just be hella chill with you. Okay, we're back downtown. Let's put this fucker away, eh? What's this? Apple. Should we eat an apple? Look at that. That totally is an edible apple. Yeah, only once did we get into it with the cop when we were skating. It was in this town, too. We were downtown. Me and my boy were skating. We were in high school. And I think we were like freshmen or something. We were pretty young. And a cop came up, kindly informed us that it was illegal to be skating on the sidewalk downtown and that we shouldn't be doing it. And we were polite and congenial like we always were. But we decided after he left, we'd just keep on skating right there at the same spot, you know? And this cop wasn't a moron. So after 10 minutes, he doubled back around, I'm sure, to check and see if we were still skating, you know? And like knuckleheads, we were. So he came and seized our boards, dude. Our parents had to like call to get our boards released or something like that. I think that was the only time that was like the first and the last time that ever happened. We learned a good lesson from that. He was hella cool with us, gave us a second chance. We were morons to not have taken him up on it. It was all handled in a calm, civilized fashion throughout, but it didn't have to happen, phase 2. All we want is a right to be English. Eat the apple. Random bastard. 2 top mods in here, especially if JWoww's there. Yeah, I don't know. The apple's got to be washed. I don't know who the hell touched it or whatever. It's a perfect unbruised apple. If I get hungry enough, I might eat it. Could go take it and wash it. So lame how the eBay app hides the YouTube app hides the goddamn fucking chat all the time. Gag on the apple, bitch. Fuck the globalist police. I hear you on that. Those are the cops I'm pissed at. These cops in Canada and shit enforcing this COVID crap. Holy shit, that got crazy up there when they shut down the truckers. That was a very tense situation. Those cops are lucky that the truckers had it all pre-planned, that they weren't going to resist and they weren't going to get violent. That situation could have really kicked off. It could have started a revolution in Canada, you know? Had the cops come in a little more heavy-handed than they did, and had the people then resisted and met them in kind, you don't know where that's going to end up. If all the good old boys in Canada, all the hunters and shit got super pissed, decided to come into town and join the fray, you know, you got a full-on armed revolution going on, which really is probably what we need. We're never going to fucking get the New World Order off our back unless we really have it out with them. This damn shit of trying to vote our way out of this crap, you know, decade after decade, trying to just work within the system and all. It's not working, dude. The system is rigged. It's been rigged hardcore for 80 fucking years. Now we're in this era where you can be debanked. You can lose your job. You can lose your social media, your place online. You can lose your bank account. You can lose your credit union. You can lose your credit cards. And on it goes, just for being notorious for having the wrong opinion. Can you imagine that? That's the state we're in Western liberal democracies. That's the state we're in today. We're fucked. That's fascism. By every definition, we are living in hardcore fucking fascism. The police state finally revealed itself for all to see. That's the good news. Is all kinds of normies that I know, old guys and shit, that would argue with me and say that I was too extreme in my thinking on these subjects, you know? Now they're all like, dude, you were completely right 20 years ago, bro. You were completely right. I'd argue with these guys that were already living in a police state long ago. And they'd be like, oh, you don't know what a police state is. I went to Romania when Ceausescu was there, one guy was telling me, and he did, you know, these are successful people. He's like, I was in Ceausescu's Romania, the hardcore Romanian dictator that was later hung, he and his wife, by the revolutionaries, which was well-deserved. He was a real son of a bitch, this Ceausescu. And I knew a Hearst, a Mrs. Hearst, who was in Ceausescu's Romania too, totally separate to this guy. And she was there as well, and was real nervous to be there, and she ended up getting involved in some kind of black market deal. The guy the guy asked her if she would buy him cigarettes or alcohol or something like that, and it was not allowed under the dictator that a Westerner could do a transaction with like some person on the street like that and give them something illicit. It was something like that. I'd have to really remember exactly what she said in the story. And the guy was hella nervous asking her this, and she did it, and she was nervous too. And you know, you step out of line as a tourist when you're in a totalitarian state, you can be thrown in a gulag for 10 years and shit, dude. And this is before she was a Hearst. She married into the family. This is before she was a Hearst, you know. So it's not like she was going to get an ex-president to call up Ceausescu and say, look, you're going to release this woman. This was before she had that type of pull. So that wasn't going to happen, dude. Fucking Ceausescu. We're living it, dude. We're living it. East Germany, the Stasi, the secret police, where every neighbor's willing to snitch on the other neighbor because they're all afraid that that neighbor's going to snitch on them first and take them off to the gulag. We're living in it, bro. We're here. I can't believe it, but we're here. I never thought it would happen in my lifetime. Fucking New World Order globalist scum. They did it to us. We've been in a police state for many years. Try to get married without a license, not paid. Oh, I hear you. Oh, Mayhem Country Living is here. Yes, brother. Mayhem Country Living. This is my new favorite channel, boys. I love this dude. This guy's fucking kick ass. This guy lives in the South, and he does all kinds of preparation work, has all kinds of safety tips while traveling, and safety trips for your woman while shopping. And the dude is so cool. He's a font of knowledge. I love this guy. I found him like a week or two ago, searching around. I don't know what I was searching, how I found him. And I might have been searching some propane shit, something like that. And I found this dude right away. I watched half of one of his videos. I was like, wait, I like this guy. I really like this guy, you know? So I started leaving some positive comments. He came back at me, figured out we like each other, and he's done 2 videos to help promote my channel, too. In 2 weeks, he's done 2 fucking videos. Mayhem Country Living. I recommend subscribing if you like prepping videos and stuff. And the guy's just funny, has one of these cool-ass Southern accents, and is just a funny, cool dude. And his channel name is badass, too. Mayhem Country Living. I mean, what the fuck? I love it. Mayhem. All the conspiracy theories are being asked to talk more now. Gas the lawmakers. I hear ya. Fear is a hell of a drug. I need it. That's why we gotta go lion questing. I need it, man. I've always liked walking around in the woods alone at night ever since I was a kid. Just did a little bit of it here and there, a little bit of it on Hawaii. Just always kind of liked the feeling, being a little scared like that, creeping around. Hanged, not hung. Accelerated societal collapse. I hear you. At this point, I think I'd just rather live in an anarchistic system. I want any system where we just live under the norms and the mores of normal, decent people. I want normal, decent people to dictate the direction our society goes in. Not deviant, pedophile, satanic, globalist, oligarchical fucking scum. Fucking look at the Epstein network. Look at all the people involved in his network, dude. And that's only one ring among other rings of such scum. Yeah, this type of shit at an elite level, it's not exactly uncommon. And it's all tied into our political class and everything too. Many of them are blackmailed in those same rings. We have like the worst people in the country dictating the direction our countries are going in. It's just all ass backwards. I was telling Mayhem Country Living, I was saying in my last comment on his channel, I was saying, well, at least when the apocalypse comes and everyone's wiped out, the only people left will be like Mayhem Country Living and his wife, and that's when the real MAGA begins. The real MAGA era begins. So I hear you on societal collapse. The systems of organization that have been built up against the normal, decent people of this country are so complex, it's so interwoven and so powerful. It just seems like there's no way out other than massive collapse. Like we need a comet to come and cause major catastrophic damage to the earth. Not a total extinction event level, but something somewhere kind of along those lines. We need something major changes to happen. We need an act of God to somehow clear the table so we can reset it properly on our own again. It's ridiculous. It makes me fucking sick. Yep. It's hard to get anybody decent in office. Once Ron Paul got cheated 2008, 2012, yeah, that's when I started veering towards just anarchy, you know? Just have no system of organization other than what decent people build in their own small communities for themselves. But we have other threats. Maybe America would finally be invaded if we were living under a system like that. We still need our deterrence, don't we? Got the new rising threat of China, which of course is completely created by the globalists. They'd still be living in China like they were 150 years ago without all the globalist money and connections, you know? Please, dude. Absolutely. It would still be fucking rickshaws and little huts and everything, bro. Like it is in some parts of the country. It still is. Absolutely. Outside of the big cities and stuff, that's how everything would be there. So now they've built up all their military and seem to be a real threat. Seems like if anybody would ever go for a mass invasion event, that's where it would be coming from. It's a fucking nightmare. I really should just stop thinking about it all. It just makes you sick. Should just exist in the world of music and play and just, you know, just give it up. Those little cunts. China's a paper dragon. Yeah, I hear you on that. Democracy does not work. Yeah, and unfortunately, our representative democratic republic's not working too well either. Founding fathers set up a beautiful system. A beautiful system. It worked pretty well for a long time. But apparently we let the bankers take control. By the time we got to 1913, the beginning of the end had been written. The founding fathers never would have allowed a central bank like that. That was the whole point. A central bank so powerful it can loan money to the royals. You know, like the Rothschilds, they've lent money to the British royals. So who's really in control? Fucking nightmare. Just makes a person sick. So I was kind of hoping with the riots of 2020 that the scumbags would just keep rising up and keep rising up, you know, just if they're really going to tear everything down, then we could just have it out with them. You need some final cataclysmic event, I think. I mean, slowly a lot of people are waking up, but you just can't wrest power from the hands of these people once it's so entrenched. They'll never let go. You have to take it from their hands. And before we can do that, they'll probably fucking gas millions of us from planes flying above, you know? They have all kinds of contingency plans like that to be able to stop a mass uprising hardcore by leaving 1 million dead bodies in the street, dude, quickly. They absolutely have contingency plans like that. So how do you get out of it? You need an act of God. Seems to be the only way. General Washington. Hidden pirate empire in the Caribbean. I'm up for that. Colonize Madagascar and turn it into the new Atlantis. Fuck yeah. Say no to communism. Exactly, Hemi. Good to see you here, man. It really is. It really is. You know, back in the day, I would hear John Birch Society types say it's a communist takeover, it's the Marxists and all this, and it all seemed a little right-wing and a little paranoid, you know. But it turns out the bastards were right. When you've got groups like BLM that are open, admitted Marxists, Marxist revolutionaries, and they've shown by their actions they're extremely violent, and then you got corporations literally donating billions of dollars to them, billions of fucking dollars. Yeah, it really is a commie takeover in your own country, big time, admittedly, out in the open, funded by billions of dollars from corporations, NGOs, and from government. We see a mass stand down of police forces throughout our country in various cities while the scumbags are rioting day after day. It's like, wow, okay. It really is a hardcore communist takeover in office, in corporate boardrooms, and on the streets. It really is. The very definition of fascism and communism, really just totalitarianism. It finally really revealed itself. But the good news is a lot of people woke up. All these old guys I know that are very wealthy, very well connected, they all woke the fuck up hardcore in the past couple of years, dude. The Trump era was really good for that, you know? A lot of those people supported Trump and were just shocked to see how every instrument of their own government was out to get their duly elected president. It was shocking for a lot of these older guys. Unfucking believable. Never thought they'd see it in their lives to the extent that it got. So maybe there can be pushback, and we do have some good people in government and in military. But by God, we got generals in our military that are pure scum. Generals that are willing to openly admit, yes, I defied the orders of the president. Yes, me and my agency and affiliated agencies like the CIA, we all lied to the president. We fed him false reports so that we could keep him in Afghanistan and keep him in the Middle East, even though he was elected on a platform of getting us the fuck out. We got generals like that in the Pentagon. I mean, Joint Chiefs of Staff. But I guess we have for a long time. Operation Northwoods, we had those generals in the Pentagon on the Joint Chiefs of Staff that wanted to move forward with plans like that. How long ago was that? 50 years ago? 60 fucking years ago? Jesus Christ, man. Jesus. Just openly admitting, yeah, I lied to the president. I defied the will of the voters. I know I won't go to jail. I won't go to prison. I won't get a noose put around my fucking neck like I should and won't be hung like a traitor. Because nothing works right in this country anymore. The rule of law is gone. It's applied only in a patch, like in a checkerboard fashion. It's applied in a patchwork fashion. The rule of law is applied. A lot of people were surprised that the San Francisco DA's office moved against these jihadis as they have, because they weren't expecting that I would get any kind of justice. I'm very grateful to the DA's office too. I was a little skeptical myself, and I had people that I knew well, these old wealthy guys, who were telling me, look, I don't expect you'll see any justice in this case. Turned out they were wrong. Thank God. It's easy to get too negative and nihilistic and paranoid when you're into deep politics. You guys know what I mean. You immerse yourself in a very dark, negative world the further you go into deep politics, and it's easy to kind of lose perspective and think maybe things are a little worse than they are. But it's bad. It's bad. I'm sorry. Once this flu scam hit, it became apparent to everybody, holy shit, this is a full-on takeover. Full-on takeover. They've pulled back a little now. Midterm elections coming up. They pulled back a little now. They'll roll forward with the whole scam again all over again soon enough. Especially if fucking scumbag Biden wins in 2024. You know? They'll steam forward hardcore with this shit again, dude. They'll roll in with the digital passports and mandate it federally through our whole society and go hardcore like that. Fucking bastards. Just makes you sick. Fuck yeah, I'm down with the pirate crew on the islands and the boats. Hell yeah, I fucking love the ocean. I've got no problem with that. And I've read many books on the history of piracy as well. And I romanticize it a lot. It's one of my dreams to sail the seven seas with a band of British brigands, British pirates, you know? That would have been something. But you got to be with people that aren't complete scum. A lot of those pirates are total scumbags. They'd take over whole towns. They'd fucking raid Jamaica. They'd even raid Central America and take over whole towns. What were cities then, which we would think of as a town, but they were like the biggest towns there, i.e. they were cities. They'd take over the whole town. Then they'd take over the next town and the next town and the next town too, before they'd eventually, after a couple of weeks, retreat to their boats and take off with all the wealth. And while they were there, they committed atrocities. They would torture people to tell them where the gold was hidden, rape all the women, do God knows what to the children. You know, you did have some real fucking scum. So you certainly don't want to have your modern piracy crew be anything like that. But if they were raiding New World Order globalist outposts and creating havoc, that sounds like a jolly good time. That's what we fucking need. I know somebody that had a Caribbean island. Well, they're dead now. But they did have their own island in the Caribbean. essentially uninhabited, and they hardly ever went there themselves, dude. I think they went there once after the initial time when they decided to buy this fucking thing. Imagine that. You have so much money, you can buy something so extravagant, and then you're like never in that part of the world again except for once, and you just go there for the fuck of it. Fucking hell. I need another friend like that now. I'm gonna take this apple. Let's just dump it in the backpack. Boom, more water. Go downtown and climb some more stuff. Yeah, I'm liking this headgear though. I don't even have this mounted with VHB tape, like fucking very high bonding rubber tape. I don't even have it mounted with that into this piece, but it's still holding it pretty well. We've had a fair bit of action. Yeah, my problem is all the super wealthy and super famous people that I've known, I always kind of know them at the wrong era. My timing has always just been off. It's really a damn shame, bro. Really a fucking damn shame. Timing has always just been a little off. I've got a long track record of knowing some very impressive people, and it just never fucking hits at the right time. Always a little bit out of sync. Real shame. Still hope for the future yet, I suppose. Okay, let's set this down for a second. Yep. Fortunes in decline. It's been a theme on this channel since one of my very first videos. Walking around up there while black, in the land of the mansions, way the fuck up there, when everything was burning in the surrounding hills. Fortunes in decline. You want to meet such people at their peak or on the way up, not when they're on the way down. That's good too. Great life experience and everything, but god damn it, the timing is always off. God, please bless me one more time. Okay. Chest rigs are pretty good too. Yeah, I do want the chest rig too. For when I wear the Trump hat. I did that Trump stream last Friday night too. That got crazy too. That one fool was like, my Beretta and my Glock will deal with Trump. Or whatever he said as he was getting into his car, you know? That shit got crazy, dude. I need to review that tape and decide if I should contact the Secret Service on his ass. Had he said only a little bit more, I wouldn't have to decide. I would know what to do. Fucking scumbags. I'm sure another dickhead will go in that direction, too. Why the fuck is this all over my screen? You can turn plastic back into diesel. Yeah. Yep, that's another way they fucked us, huh? Alternative energy. We should have fucking already been off of petroleum to a large extent. There's no question that there's been a lot of free energy devices, devices that cars could be powered with just H2O and on and on and on. No question. The fucking globalists have bought up patents and or disappeared inventors and disappeared all of their research and all of their study as they raid their lab after they fucking murdered them and stuff, dude. No question. That's another way they fucked us. We could be free from their systems of organization if we had forms of energy that were virtually unlimited, where everyone could own their own energy production system. and could be off-grid like that, oh my God, we could all just check out. We could all just check out of society. We wouldn't even have to have a conflict with the scum. We could just turn our backs on them, but they won't let us be, of course. Fucking bastards. It's horrible. Dude, why is this fucking filter? Oh, maybe this? Yeah, here we go. I had some crap on the screen. Hey, thanks for being here, Mayhem. It's good to see you. See you later. Feudal kingdoms will pop up. Yeah, there is that. It always, other systems of organization will want to take place. You'll get some warlords and whatever. But I have a lot of faith in the American people, too, that we could actually do a good job of it. Whoa, what did I just hit? Fucking hell. Okay. Fucking hit a button. All right, let's go climb some shit. We got these utility boxes here. Do a little more testing. Get my ass back in shape. Still pissed off. I lost one of my bladed implements I keep in my socks just for the lion quests. I don't have that shit on me now. Although I probably should. Because I still have the local jihadi threat, and one of them's in the wind. Yeah, dude. I was going to do a lion quest a couple nights ago. I was going to go last night. And I couldn't. I searched and searched for this damn thing. Now I've just given up, bro. I'd like to have one in each sock. If it goes wrong and one of these fuckers jumps on me, you know, you kind of want more than one last-ditch resort. Uh-huh. Typically, the cat, I mean, in a lot of incidences, the cat will be sort of off on the side. Like in one of those clips in the video I put up, the lion is off to the side as it's holding down the deer that's kicking its legs up in the air and everything. So at that point, you could reach either leg, you know, but he very well could be laying over one leg or laying right over the center of you, as happened to other people too. So you kind of want one in each spot. I hope one of the fuckers jumps on me at this point, because I really don't give a fuck. World's turned to shit anyway. Woman that I love is waiting for me on the other side. I barely give a fuck. That's why I want to go to Bluff Creek. Even if it all goes wrong, it kind of goes right. To be killed doing shit like that, you know, to be killed in nature, by nature, that's always had a certain allure. It's kind of cool. A surfer gets killed by a shark. Hey, he was killed doing what he loved. He was killed experiencing something incredible, immersed in nature. It's a lot more romantic than dying in a car wreck or dying of cancer laying in a hospital bed or some shit, you know? Fuck it. Fuck it. The world's turned to shit. I want to be free to travel in the ethereal heavenly realms, finally free of the material world and free of my own body. That's when the real adventure begins, I say. So fuck it. Ooh, here's these big utility boxes, the 6-footers. Wait a minute. Let me make sure there's not condensation on them. So a person could run, jump up here, land on their foot to fling up, and then slide right off and slam their fucking chin right on that if it was wet. Still kind of wintry around here. Tonight and tomorrow night is cold. Like low 40s to upper 30s is what they're talking about. Which for us around here, you know, that's fucking cold. Come on! Fucking England! Let's have it! You cunt! Come on! Bastard, holy shit, I'm in the trees. Big jump. I love these shoes. Kind of got up there slow, though.
I haven't hit these boxes in forever. I was flying up these with my GoPro. Just fucking flying up there. No, I had a big hesitation on the way up on that. It's weird. I keep jumping and landing on my left foot. I don't know why. I don't think that's what I was doing before. I thought I was going right. Let's go for this other big bastard here. You fucker. Oh, that's right, I can't breathe. There is that. Hella weakened from these fucking allergies. That's nice. Slight hesitation. Much, much better though. These fuckers are tall. Yeah, plus these underwear, I'm fucking kind of crushing my own junk between my legs as I jumped up there. I should have adjusted. The fuck? Gotta get everything high and tight, you know, like a military haircut. High and tight in the crotch. Spit in the dirt while I'm here. Yeah, I almost didn't come out tonight because of this fucking not being able to breathe issue. But I'm sick of sitting around. I should have already, I'm behind like 2 streams I should have done already. Joined Uber. Fucking put the Uber app on my shit. I didn't want to. But I do need more transportation operations for these missions, you know? It's a good option to have. Escape from San Francisco and shit, you know? That type of thing. More dirt to spit in. Ugh. Sorry about that, it's disgusting, but it must be done. Yeah, what I really need to do is buy a shitty car. I need a second car that's like a shitty car. A car I can drive to trailheads, and it's not a big deal if somebody breaks into it. A shitty car where I could just leave the fucking door unlocked. You know, like you just don't really give much of a fuck. Shitty car I could take to San Francisco, and again, you just leave it unlocked. So the scumbag criminals won't break your window if they're smart enough to check the door before they smash the window. Be badass to have a shitty car, couple $1,000 car, you know what I mean? That'd be badass, bro. Then I could go anywhere, park it anywhere at night, and it's just not a big deal, bro. I'm not taking my car for that shit. I won't even park my car at a trailhead in the Santa Cruz Mountains, because there are some scumbags that operate. In addition to the serial killers over the decades, you get some run-of-the-mill scumbags. Oftentimes people that come that aren't from the Santa Cruz Mountains, that drive up there just to go fucking about looking for trouble. Some people go up there to speed through the mountain hills. Some of these guys with their little fucking rice rockets and shit will go up there. Their little hot-rodded Asian cars and shit. These people go up there. Sometimes they crash and die in those mountains doing that. And you get random people that really have no connections to those areas that go up there. And yeah, you suspect they're the ones that break into cars and stuff. A shitty car, I could fucking go anywhere. You could have all kinds of crazy adventures, bro. How badass would that be to be able to just drive to San Francisco? Still can't bring extra shit with me because you really wouldn't want to leave anything in the fucking car at all, you know? But still, bro, have a base of operations, be able to travel and get around more and do more adventures. Be pretty badass. What's this? This fool at the gas station. This guy at the bus stop's fucking getting antsy. Now, I did this bastard. That's so weird. I did the Widowmaker. I avoid these. I must have got... It's this guy's fucking problem. Let's go see what his fucking problem is, first of all. What's he think so funny? Nah, he's just laughing to himself on his phone. That's right, I went this way. That's what we did. Just leaping from there to there, just one single bound. Let me do a wet check too. This fucker's got these Widowmakers on top. If you slip and slam your shit into those, you are royally fucked, bro. That is such a jawbreaker. Oh my God. Because we aren't using hands here, are we? No, we're not. We're going... Yes! That is badass! In a single bound. That's the funnest one, really. Pure air. Through the bushes. It's a little scary landing on this bench. I jumped and landed right in the middle of that bench. You can see the fucker's like 4 feet of cement, and presumably there's a couple pieces of rebar in the middle, I hope. When I landed right in the middle from way up here, I was like, gee, you know, that thing could snap in half, even 4 inches of concrete. It is possible. This shit's been here for decades. So we want to land over there, right where my shadow is. That's where one of the pillars is. Fuck that middle. The whole thing wobbles when you land on it too. Dude, this head mount feels hella solid. I'm telling you, when I first put her on, it was so wobbly. But I made modifications. I added 3 components to it. And I gotta say, I'm pretty fucking happy with it. I was a little bummed out at first. Yeah, this shit feels hella solid. It's pretty comfortable wearing it. Been wearing it for a couple hours or whatever now. It's not that bad. I'm sure I'll have a fucking mark on my forehead, but whatever. Yeah, you just gotta take it off and look at the chat. That's what it is. I wanna do this one. This one's the ultimate. Pah! From here to there. I'm a little afraid I'll destroy it though. These utility boxes are hella strong, but look at how skinny this fucker is. Makes you wonder. Yeah, see, exactly, dude. This is not like the others, bro. These ones can take a fender bender from a fucking car and not lose the components in here that are dealing with these utilities. That's what they're really designed for. Is to have some idiot fucking turn this corner and slam into one and still keep on ticking. That's why I know I can kick the fucking shit out of them and I'm not vandalizing anything. These fuckers are strong. Gah! I wonder if that guy stopped laughing over there at the bus stop now. All right, this one's hella tall. Right and then left, right? Whoa! Oh, what about from here to the bench? Holy shit. This is much higher. That's fucking gnarly. Maybe I'll crouch down for the first one a little. Right on the column. These handrails, I used to hit these handrails on blades right here. I could consistently grind these on blades back in the day. Whoa, I'm going. I'm telling you, it does make you wonder if you landed in the middle. They gotta have rebar though. There's no way that span has no steel. Still though, you could break a chunk off or something. Widowmaker. That's funny. Every time I go on my fucking foot, my left foot hits that bush. There's fucking palm frond. All right, well, I got some new climbs. I wonder if I should go for one of those. Holy shit. Whoa, what the fuck? This has always been a bunch of financial institutions. What the fuck's up with these balls there? It looks like something you'd see at one of these internet startups where they have all the bean bags and all the colorful little kitty stuff, you know, because it's perpetual childhood working for Silicon Valley. That's weird that these are here. Maybe those are sculptures and they're mounted there. I guess that's what's going on. It's weird. Yeah, see, I mean, this is not a startup, dude. Bank of Commerce, Heritage Bank of Commerce, exactly. It's weird. It's closed. I thought we were going in. See if we could play a game of ball. Oh my God, they got all their COVID crap though, huh? Hey? Hey, what happened? Oh, that one fell down somehow. Don't know how that could have happened, do I? Let's loft up this fucker again. Yeah, this is the one that's the most fun. You got a good amount of time in the air on this one. Taking off on one foot, landing on one foot, and then putting down the other. Whoa! I was looking at those Widowmakers this time, though. You don't want to treat it lightly like it's all just a big laugh. If you slip and fall on one of these fucks, you are fucking done for, bro. Break your fucking sternum like a fucking getting hit with a cleaver. Oh, that's high. I put my hand down even. Hey. Oh, let's do this one first. Let's go over here. Hello, madam. Hello. Yeah, I'm liking this head mount, bro. This shit is withstanding some big drops and stuff. I mean, this is cool. It's much better than I thought it would be. Especially if I got a better phone, yet another new phone that has a good stabilization, good digital internal stabilization. This phone doesn't, although I don't know if that works when you're streaming. Just because it works on your phone, does that actually mean that that function of an app will work while you're streaming? I kind of think maybe not. Wearing these gloves. These gloves have a lot of rubbery stuff. So good for climbing dusty concrete and dusty metal. Especially dusty metal, it's very slippery. All right, we're looking at this oak tree over here. The run up. Let's do it right. This bastard here, should I look at it first? I shouldn't have to. We want to do it lickety-split. I haven't been here in a long time. Let's look at it. Lickety-split. Yeah, it's here, there, and you're just up there. Bang, bang. I hear birds chirping. Probably just because the moon is so bright. Look at that fucking moon. It's nowhere near dawn. I think it's just that bright moon is triggering them. Okay. Come on. Nice. Not nearly as fast as I have done it at my best, but I lofted up the first part perfectly. That's the main thing. Sometimes I slip on the first part. It can turn into a fail. This is the cheese grater. This is the fucker that cheese grated my arm. I thought it'd be real clever to go off this branch and drop down there. And I only had a t-shirt on. Fucking rotated around it, and holding it with one hand as I went to drop down. I knew I could get scraped, but I wasn't that worried about it. And, oh, I got scraped. Rotating cheese grater, that's this tree. Wonder if I should lie in quest and just climb into a tree and sit there all night. I could quietly just sit there reading chat. I gotta stay quiet. Those bastards, they're hiding from me. According to a study done in the Santa Cruz Mountain by these zoologists, do all sorts of sophisticated studies of these mountain lions. They'll show you grid maps where they set out multiple speakers to play human voices talking, and also in another part of the study as the control, they'll just play frogs chirping. Frogs chirping, the mountain lions barely react. And people talking, the animals tend to avoid that area very consistently, like 60-70% of the time, as I recall. It's not good. Walking around on the lion quest, constantly talking fairly loud and everything too. Probably chased the bastards away a few times. So I gotta just start getting all whispery, you know? All right, let's not worry about that now, shall we? Let's worry about this. This is a son of a bitch. He just came out of the park, the garbage man. Hey! Pallets! No, I can't go off on these ones. Those are in possession. Here's somebody in a car, so I can't go crazy on these garbage dumpsters either. We'll leave them in peace. Oh, that's too bad he's there. Somebody had chucked out a couple old lockers. Like lockers you'd find in a gym locker room, you know? I think they came from the bike shop or something. Last time I was over here a week ago, they were in there. Those would be hella fun to kick the shit out of. They're trash. They're in the trash. No, I'm not going over there. Somebody sitting in their car. Don't want to cause alarm and distress, do we? All right, boys, let's do this one. Thorough testing of the head mount and myself. I got my flannel on, my tree climber. Maybe we won't run this time. I always run up the stairs and then do it. Let's not. I can barely breathe. Let's err on the side of caution. Because we're just trying to get ready for missions to come that will be more interesting than this. We'll just trot up a little bit. Olé! Tree hugger. Yeah, tree hugger, that's funny. Exactly what you want to do in a situation like this. Don't just climb with your hands and feet. Hug that fucker tight. You know? Like these chicks that call themselves rainbow butterfly and climb up in the tree so the loggers can't cut it down and stuff. Here in California, that's me. Tree hugger. I'm the tree jogger. The jogger of the trees. There's Negroes in the trees, Mommy. And they're voting for Donald Trump. Negroes in the trees. Okay, this is the big one. Always afraid, hey, they installed a new sprinkler head right there. I'm gonna land from 10 fucking feet. Nice. Yeah, it's good to check the landing beforehand, right? Even if you've done it before. It's been a long time, it's been months. I was looking at these little sprinkler lines here. Oh, there's nothing here. So that's an epic ankle snap. Hey, wait, we should have checked up here. Let's see if anybody's up here. No, we won't climb it again. This is good though. This should clear out my lungs. Get me ready for tomorrow or the next day. Fucking allergies, it was horrible. Good Lord. Then I always go crazy and blow my nose so much I irritate it more. That's a car for one of these businesses. It totally belongs up here. There is a security guy that comes up here once or twice a night. Oh, there's that other climb over there. Shit. Fuck. Let's do it. We did it with the GoPro a couple of times. This is the scene of my first pallet destruction, was over here. Oh, it smells like bagels. Noah's Bagels is right here. I think they're, yeah, oh my God, they're definitely baking bagels right now. Oh, that smells so good. Oh my God, that smells so good. Yeah, that's right, there was a guy living up here on top of this thing we're gonna climb up on. He was on the first level. He found his little home up there where he could sleep in the summer, where he could be away from the scumbags. He's a nice guy. He's like a young guy, like a 20-year-old white kid. Very politely spoken, very soft-spoken, nice guy. He gave me that little bit of subterfuge, like he was up here looking for something he lost. He didn't want me to know he had his camp up here, but I already knew he had his camp up here. But he was a nice dude. This bastard. No, he's not there. Jump the first part. Hey. Yeah, that dude was camping right here. He had some cardboard, a sleeping bag, and a couple of books. That's why I liked him too. Dude's up here laying in bed reading. They weeble and they wobble and they don't fall down. This is one of these moments. You feel out of breath, a little dizzy and lightheaded, and you start to wonder about the deleterious effects, the negative effects of having 420 in your system when you're doing this stuff. When things are tinged with green, and not because it's St. Paddy's Day, wonder about the wisdom of that. The surface is so uneven here, it's hella weebly and wobbly. You question the efficacy of your methods of smoking out before you come out to do this stuff. Only for experienced people, only for experienced smokers. Definitely not recommended for the rookie smoker for sure, bro. Fuck. None of my shit is, huh? Lion quest for the rookie smoker. Chuck somebody out in the middle of nowhere on a fucking lonely path. where it's known to be hella mountain lions and there's warning signs all around, and smoke his ass out, get him all paranoid and leave him there. Fuck. Bad trip. That's a bad fucking trip. Gotta be gentle. Shit's old and rusted. Don't want to cause any damage, do I? All right. Hey, I'm sweaty. Fucking hell. Yeah, we're ready for quests, man. Let's go to the hills. We're fucking ready. No reason not to go tonight. Yeah. Like fucking 12, 14 hours from now. There's really no reason not to go. I might even call up a certain sergeant and let him know I'm coming. Let the PD up there know I'm coming through. Goddamn fucking Colombian invaders, you know? Shit's not, my estate invasions aren't funny anymore. It's one thing when a guy that grew up there is running around just pretending like he's 12 years old still. It's another thing when the backdrop of what I'm doing is fucking Colombians coming in to make raids and burglarize these houses right up there. Like, wow, dude, suddenly it's not that funny anymore. So yeah, the days of invading the Elon Musk estate are long over. They've been over, and they're not going to be revived. And he did sell the estate a couple months ago. I need to make a proper video about that. He did end up selling it. That's the other thing, is I have that video. I have the final video of my incursions up there on the Musk estate when he owned the property. And I've been very hesitant to release that video. I said I'd release it once he sells the property and he has nothing to do with it anymore, that I'll feel more comfortable. Still haven't done it. And then I find out about these Colombians making raids up there, and it's just like, wow, dude, the shit's not, it's not that funny anymore when you look at it with that backdrop in that context, is it? It's really not. It takes on a whole nother fucking measure. So as I've said before, the cops around here are hella cool. They were hella cool with me about that. We came to a gentleman's agreement that I wouldn't keep going up there, you know, just there on the street one night. Had a nice chat with a certain sergeant, and it's all good. Fucking scumbag Colombian bastards. What the fuck, dude? I mean, how horrible. That's horrible. Would you want that in your neighborhood? Fucking scum like that coming purposely to invade and to rob residential homes? It's not even a commercial burglary. It's robbing a home where there can be, like I said, a woman and a child or whatever there alone. I mean, holy fucking shit, dude. It's not funny at all. It's not funny at all. Let's hope we run into the Colombians on one of our missions, eh? How about that? What if I was up there one night and I saw some dudes come sneaking out of the back of the estate, like running down to get to a car that was parked on the road, and I leapt on one of them? That's the time to have it out. That's the time to have it out if the jihads want to come for me too. Come for me when I'm up on a lion quest up there. I'll sink this fucking axe in your goddamn forehead, son. Because they'll need it when they're burning in hell. And even God bless the Muz, because they'll need it when they're burning in hell. Cunts. Fucking cowardly scum. Makes me sick. What's pure blood? Pure blood is somebody that hasn't had a vax. Hasn't had this round of vaxes, the mRNA scumbag vax. The vax that's not a vax at all. That's what the inoculation that inoculates you against fuck all, protects you against fuck all. I love how they try to say, oh, you'll have more mild symptoms if you get vaxxed and boosted and all this. Oh, what a load of shit. We've been fed such a line of horse shit. So myself and most of my viewers were purebloods, because we knew from early on this is all one big scam, and we're not going to give direct access to our bloodstream to a bunch of fucking biotech eugenicists, are we? No, we're not. Fuck no. Paul rolling up his sleeve. He triggered me. I actually got pissed. I lost control with Paul. The way that little cunt was rolling up his sleeve, like, look, I'll eagerly get the vaccine. He really pissed me off, dude. I never intended to jump off that wall, land on a fire hydrant, and then pop off there and land right in his face. Afterwards, I was like, Jesus, dude, you gotta fucking settle down, bro. He did it. It was insulting to me, you know? I mean, Jesus. It offends me. I consider it a mortal threat, a threat against my life and yours. When we have a society where half of the people are such morons, buy into propaganda so readily that they'll eagerly roll up their sleeve and get direct access to their bloodstream, bypassing the normal organs that can protect you if you orally ingest something that's poisonous or rotten food or some bacteria or something that's not good for you. These idiots give direct access to their bloodstream, bypassing their kidneys and such, you know? So when fucking Paul did that shit in that confrontation, I got triggered. Which is not good. It's better that I stay in control and stay calculating. Before I knew it, I jumped off the wall onto the fire hydrant and then popped off there and landed in his face, dude. The girl gasped. One of the two girls that was with those guys, she gasped. She was like, oh, you know, freaked her out. And she was right. I took it too far on that one. I got a little bit out of bounds there. I never touched anybody. I never threatened anybody. I never do. I never will. But I did go outside of my normal parameters of operating, bro. That tower is where those utility boxes are. We love the savage in you, sir. Yeah, I lost it in that one. It was just disgusting the way he was trying to insult me by demonstrating, rolling up his sleeve eagerly, giving his arm over to the biotech overlords. It was like, wow, dude, really? Holy shit. These idiots, they didn't do any of the research. Most people on the right, we know way more about the threats of these scenarios than these tards that are on the left. They don't do their homework. That's why they think we're paranoid, we're conspiracy theorists and all this, because they don't ever bother to do any reading or watch any documentaries or go deep at all with any of this. No, they watch a little Jon Stewart and get some propaganda through there. They watch a little CNN, a little MSNBC, talk to their friends around the water cooler, and they're all in. That's all it takes. They're all in. They'll roll up their fucking sleeve and give direct access. That's insane, bro. That's insane. Then they call us anti-vaxxers, even though we know more about vaccines than they do. And even though many of us, we've had vaccines, other vaccines earlier in our lives, vaccines that had decades worth of a track record, vaccines that went through a decade's worth of just research and development and testing and everything, which completely didn't happen with Operation Warp Speed. But we're supposed to be the idiots. We're the fumbling, bumbling conspiracy theorists that know nothing. We're the ones that should be insulted and looked down upon. No, I reject that. Fucking Paul. Some guy in the comments recently, a new viewer, was like, shit, dude, I'm not going to lie. You know, you kind of took it too far. You were kind of an asshole in that one, he said. And he was kind of right. But at the same time, hey, fuck these cunts. They're a mortal threat. They represent a mortal threat to the rest of us that are smart enough to be cautious and not just fucking bend over for whatever New World Order propaganda scheme comes along. We don't just bend over and fucking drop our pants and grab our ankles anytime these fuckers say boo, do we? No. What the fuck? I hate these bastards, really. And we saw those polls where a fucking majority of people that consider themselves to be Democrats or liberals, it was Democrats specifically, that a majority of them want us confined either at home or confined in camps if we refuse the vaccine. A majority of these fuckers. And then we saw Noam Chomsky. Remember Noam Chomsky on the subject? The great intellectual of the progressive left, that piece of shit. He should be stomped out of fucking existing, this piece of shit. He was asked about that, and he said he agreed that the non-vaccinated should all be confined to their homes permanently. And the interviewer asked him, well, how would these people get supplies and sustenance? How would they get food? And Noam Chomsky said, well, that's their problem. That's their problem. That's their problem. Deadly threat, a deadly threat to our fucking lives. No exaggeration. That's exactly what these people are. So fuck Paul and every other little fucking cunt like him. Fuck them. I wish they were gone, frankly. If the vax fucking killed them all and they all just keeled over were gone, I gotta admit I'd be pretty happy. I might even be joyous and celebrating, even though a lot of people that I know and love, relatives and shit, got vaxxed. I'm sorry, dude. I don't want to share a country with people that want me locked in a fucking gulag or locked up at home without any ability to get food and will receive no sympathy from the greatest intellectuals of the progressive left. Will receive no sympathy at all. They say we should be left to starve. That's what Noam Chomsky fucking said. I should make a video about that. It's just so sickening. It's just unbelievable. That's what these leftists are now. They are the fucking fascist, commie, totalitarian scum, and they have no fucking mercy or no sympathy for other people on the right. We have mercy and sympathy towards them. We didn't launch these plans. We don't want them locked up in their homes to fucking starve to death because they got a vaccine. We want them to stand down and get the fuck off our backs. That's all we want, to be left alone. Look at this, a little baby pit bull. Hey, it looks small, or the picture of the lens makes him look small. It does look like a fisheye lens. 5 months old. Yeah, he is small. Let's hope we find him on our adventures. Dude, we've always had these signs looking for pets. Usually it's way up in the hills where we know the mountain lion got him. Early on in this channel, that went on forever. Remember that one with those? It was two wealthy Indians. I saw them one day in a Tesla over there by Elon's. And I had been seeing their signs all over Hillsboro. Then they finally pulled up in a car, and we're like, hey, have you seen the dog, blah, blah, blah. They kept raising the reward. I think the reward was $3,000 or $5,000 it got to, or some crazy shit. Then after many months, you just didn't see those signs anymore. They gave up. They looked hard for that pet, though. Those guys were two Indians, from India, doubtlessly here working tech and doing something kind of impressive in tech, I guess. I had the impression they lived in Hillsboro. Their signs were primarily up there, although they were down here too. They're rolling around in a nice Tesla in the afternoon. Nothing better to do than look for their dog. Those guys were pretty cool. I liked how they spoke to me. I liked their demeanor. Even though they're H-1B visa invaders, and I really wish they weren't here, at the same time, they were very civilized, very gentlemanly. So that is appreciated. It was in keeping with the neighborhood. And I appreciated that. I couldn't help but like them. And I admired them for making such an effort to find that dog. It went on for like a fucking year. I mean, it went on forever. They're looking for him. Okay. No, but that whole H-1B visa scheme should be shut down. That's one of the main reasons why we have so many foreigners here that have just taken over. That's a lot of them have to be H-1B visa holders. Most of the H-1B visa holders in the country, they're right here. They're right here. We see them in the streets every fucking day, everywhere. It does shut out a lot of Americans from jobs. We don't need to be hiring all these fucking Indians. It's ridiculous, dude. Nah, these big companies pay them less than they'll pay an American that did all their schooling in American Ivy League schools and shit, Nah, they pay them less, dude. It's another way the New World Order boys are fucking our country over. As much as I hate tech workers in general, I'd much rather have the tech workers be Americans. Although maybe not. We got so many fucking libtards. Maybe not. Maybe if you did a sophisticated analysis, you'd find out that maybe you're better off. Oh, God, I can't say that. Fuck that. No, fuck all invaders. Cunts. I'm pushing. If I don't leave soon, I'm late. Oh, you better go, dude. Yeah, you better go, bro. I'm going to go till my phone dies. I think last time it lasted 3 hours or more. I don't know. This time I turned the screen way darker. That's the next thing I got to do with this head mount is mount a power pack on the back of it. Yeah. Fucking bastards. I hate this H-1B visa scheme. It's horrible, dude. It all came right here to my part of the country, the lands that I love. And it's unbelievable, the changes. But at least those two Indians, they were cool, and I've known other Indians that were cool. But all in all, I'd prefer it wasn't happening. I know one Indian guy, his family's been here. I guess he's only second generation American, but that guy's so Americanized, he's pretty fucking cool, dude. Yeah, you can relate to him, you know, and he can relate to you. You have some things in common. He was born and raised here, at least. Fucking the new colonialism, and the left-wingers approve. They always want to bitch about colonialism fucking 200-300 years ago, but the colonialism we're going through now in reverse, they love it. They cheer it on. They want more of it. They'd give the whole damn country away. That's wonderful. All right, I'm looking at these other challenges. Oh my God. Oh shit. Hey, is this guy camping back here? Hold on. No, yeah, and the garbage men came too. They would have woken his ass up. No, he's not back here. Some guy's been camping here. He can use this power outage here. Power outlet here for his phone. He camps back here. Yeah, the dude was like an illegal Mexican type. Could be Guatemalan or something, you know? And I saw him there. I didn't enforce on him, though. He was so nice. The dude was so nice. I don't want him here. I don't want him in our country. But he was so nice, I couldn't be rude to him. When I saw him here one night, dude was so nice. He was begging me for pizza. Like, I worked here at this pizza place. He thought I worked here. And the way he did it, he was so nice. He's such a meek, little, tiny Mexican dude. I couldn't be harsh to him. But I feel a little guilty that I wasn't harsh to him at the same time. You know? I'm sorry. You can't be altruistic and welcoming to tens of millions of random people walking into your country. You just can't do it. You just can't do it. Even if you're a nice, congenial sort of person, that's your makeup, your personality type, you just can't allow your people to be raped. Literally, all too often. You just can't do it. All right, boys, you see this shit? New challenge. I've been looking at this a couple of times recently. It's a new addition to the routine out here, if I can pull it off. Never done it before, never even been up there. I say we go for it and we leap to that tree there, hey? Fucking yes. What's that? Car? Garbage truck. Fuck him. Street sweeper. Let's go check it out at least, eh? Oh shit, I bumped into this thing. Let's check it out the easy way. Oh shit. Yeah, let's do it the easy way. Fuck jumping from here. I want to jump from here onto the tree. This is gravel. Right here, you see this shit? It's all a little sketchy for my first time up here. Let's just wimp out a little bit, eh? No sense in... See, that's why. See all that bark coming off? That's the whole sketch factor. This is when you just have to be like a squirrel. That's all. Yeah, that's why I didn't jump. The fucking bark comes peeling off. You jump and land like a squirrel, there's a real likelihood you're gonna slide down the fast way. Even with clothes on, it's possible to get shredded. Like my stomach, chest and stomach, is only protected with a t-shirt. I didn't button up this big flannel, which gives me some protection. That's why I was up there and was like, it's all a little sketchy. We'll start doing that though. You do it that way a few times, the loose bark comes off. Then things get a little safer. I don't want to get hurt at all. Even a twisted ankle slightly will stop me lion questing for a week. We don't want that. We want to go questing tomorrow. Yeah, so at least I got a feel for it. That's cool. I've only visualized it a couple times. I've only looked at it a couple times. That's why I was here when the Mexican guy was here. I walked through here purposely. I was like, let me look at it just as I'm walking by. I wouldn't even stop and look at it. I'd just glance at it and be like, yeah, that looks doable. No, next time, definitely button up the flannel. Holy shit, my stomach's fine. But dude, that's a thin t-shirt. That's not enough. Where's the other one? Yeah, there's another one down here that's new and also challenging. Way less scary. Just as athletic, maybe more, at one critical moment, but way less scary. There's not slippery gravel and crazy bark that's gonna peel off underneath of you. Jesus, that's a bad combo. That's a bad combo. Slip a little bit when you loft from 1 foot to go flying into that tree, and then all the bark's peeling off from under you. If you took off a little weird because of the gravel and land a little weird, maybe your squirrel routine fails. You come down really the fast way off that tree. Not good. Oh yeah, were we over here last time? Let's go this way. This is where they had a gulag set up. This upscale grocery store. Some of you guys will remember this from back in the day, a year ago or whenever I was here. We were doing those activities. This shit was covered in flu propaganda, warning signs, signs to stand here, stop, halt. It was like a fucking checkpoint Charlie, going from West Germany to fucking East Berlin back in the day, you know, when this commie fucking Stasi scum had East Germany. That's what it was like going through here. It was crazy, signs everywhere. I took care of a lot of the shit, and they took down the rest of them themselves. Eventually, they just took down the rest themselves. I did most of it. They finished it off. It's wonderful. This place is like all the really rich soccer moms shop in here too, you know? So you get some hardcore MSNBC brainwashed soccer moms, people that live up in the hills there. And so when they give up on this shit, that tells you something. I see this as such a positive. There were signs everywhere. They had this sign here, right here, that your 2-year-old child had to have a mask. 2 years old and up, must have a mask. If you're gonna roll them in here on a stroller, they had to have a mask. Outrageous, dude. A crime. So all this shit's gone. So that's really good. This is a good litmus test for the San Francisco Peninsula to see this place tear down all their own shit. I mean, that's an awesome sign. It's not good enough, but it's good. Hey, what is that? No hiring. Yeah, see, I thought it was one of the halt signs. They had these huge white and red signs up here that said stop. You had to stop here and read all the shit and stop on the mark before they'd let you in and all this drama. No, this shit's just gone. Now let's check on this speaker. Maybe a couple people here were here for that stream. Hey? Ah, look at that. How mysterious. Kind of looks like 2 wires aren't attached. How could that be? Very strange. They were broadcasting hardcore propaganda through that speaker there. And it was so loud, it was going around across the street, affecting other areas off of their property with their damn flu propaganda. And one night I decided that needed to end. Let's just put it that way. And since then, that was a long time ago too, bro. It's just we didn't have to hear any more of that bullshit, did we? It's what everybody needs to do when they roll this shit out again, and they will. Everybody across the country, across the world, I'm sure we have a couple Aussies here right now. Everybody, tear the shit down. Take the fucking shit down. When you're out doing an errand, you come out of the store, one of their filthy propaganda signs comes with you. You don't have to steal it, crumple it up, leave it on the ground. Tear it in half, leave it on the ground. Take the fucking shit down. I'm sorry. If it's government propaganda, it's fair game. And if it's inspired by government propaganda, it's fair game. Even though technically it's private property, I consider it by extension, by proxy, it's government propaganda. And you tear the fucking shit down. Period. I went fucking hardcore in multiple cities around here, tearing their fucking shit down. And it really was incredibly effective. I was really surprised. Generally, they never put the shit back up again. That's what happened, bro. Remember that other city? I went crazy in one night, dude. I'm sorry, bro. For the good of humanity, for the good of free humanity, it has to be done. You've got to make an exception. And it's private property that's worth like next to nothing. So you don't have much concern there. It has to be done. I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't care, dude. Openly, willingly, it just has to be done. Okay, oh, we want to look at this thing. Oh my God. Let's definitely button up this shirt. Tear their fucking shit down, dude. Should have all been torn down immediately. Everybody should have started tearing down that shit after the first couple weeks. 2 weeks to flatten the curve, and then we just stopped playing along with their bullshit. Tear their shit down. Yeah, see, this is... it does peel. There's a lot of bark peeling. Damn it. I need to fucking urinate. Where's a civilized place I can urinate, or semi-civilized, i.e. a patch of dirt? Oh, fuck. Yeah, I better urinate before I go for this thing. I don't even know if I'm going for it. You gotta run and jump off this fucking wall, and it's kind of far to then go flying in the tree. It's not high, so it's not, you know, that scary. But I definitely don't want to go on my t-shirt again. Stomach feels a little pink, no scratches or anything like that at all, but, you know, I don't need to keep getting action there. Damn it, there's a car over there. Fucking bastards. Oh, I got dirt over by the railroad tracks. You know? Piss into the dirt so it's not stinking. Idiots piss on this fucking sidewalk. And we already have enough of that in San Francisco, don't we? Dude, there's been this weird Asian lady. The latest homeless lady around here. She's gotta be on drugs. It's weird. She looks like she's like middle-aged Asian, little tiny Asian lady. She's not old, just little. And she's been wandering around at night around here. Then I saw her sleeping up against a wall in the sun. And then tonight when I came out, I saw her Taco Bell. It's a couple blocks from here. I saw Taco Bell tacos that were in a bag and just sitting there. And that was right where she had been camped out in the afternoon when I went to pick up this head mount from the fucking post box, you know? I got that mailing address so people can send me shit. And the fucking jihadis don't get my address and whatnot, right? Paid a pretty penny for it, too. Anything business related around here that you want to rent is like hell of expensive. What I'm paying like $400 a year for that box. Dude, other parts of the country, I bet that thing'd be fucking $40 a year or something like that. No, all these Silicon Valley cunts came here. They drove up the cost of housing and every fucking thing else. $400 a year to rent a fucking box. You know, fucking madness, bro. $666 a month for a storage unit. How about that for a number? What if you come out of court after testifying in a preliminary hearing against a fucking jihadi that knifed you, and you get a message on your phone telling you that a storage unit you have just got raised in price dramatically and is now $666.00. How would you feel about that as you're walking out of court? Yeah, it was when I got to the train station. My armed guard, the court investigator, literally an armed guard, fucking dropped me off there. I just had him drop me off at the train station. And yeah, then I'm there, I get this text message. Oh, by the way, your big bill has been raised to $666 a month. How's that? That's fun. Okay, we're going back over to this thing. Fucking madness. 666, exactly, and 0 cents, bro. And 0 cents. That's great. I'm telling you, dude. There's been many forces that seem to be at play pushing back against my little counter-propaganda operation here. Between the spiritual realm and the fucking realm of the big tech YouTube overlords, I've gotten fucked over big time. Cunts. Fucking bastards. Let's go look at this fucker. I'm pissed now. Now I want to do it. This is another one I've looked at a couple times. But now I'm really going to look at it and see if it's actually doable. You big bastard. I'm buttoning up my shirt. Whoa, oh, it's a little bird. Yeah, these birds are crazy active. I'm telling you, it's because of the moon. Fucking hell, dude. Little birds are out feeding. Hey, maybe there's food in this bag. Could we feed these birds? Maybe there's like nacho chips or something. Yeah, what is all this? Nacho chips, I knew it. There's a Mexican place right here. Sweet. Feeding the birds. There we go, boys. That's what you want, isn't it? Sweet, dude. Exactly how I wanted that to go. And we'll do everyone a favor and chuck this out, won't we? Oh, yeah. Do the city a favor. This is our one good deed. Oh, we already did a good deed tonight. We took out that can of spray paint, including a loose plastic cap. Could have ended up in the creek and the ocean. So we did that good deed already, didn't we? We always do at least one. All right. Fucking Muslim patrols in London. I mean, what the fuck? The Cockneys are amongst the toughest people on earth, and they got fucking flooded by these bastards. It's incredible. Greatest fucking working class people on earth, the Cockneys. Fucking flooded by globalist scum. It's crazy over there, dude. The way they have their hate crime laws over there, hate speech can get you prison over there. And what they consider hate speech can literally just be quoting from the Bible. Yep, you can quote from the Bible, you can quote from the Quran, and then just add a couple words in condemnation of what you just read. And if that comes to the attention of the authorities, you can do jail time for that. And people have. Even preachers have over there. Pastors of the Church of England have. That's how bad it is, dude. Ridiculous, bro. It's so bad that the real flag of the English, not the Union Jack, the British flag that people think of, the real flag, which is a red cross on a white background, the flag of a crusader, of a fucking crusader, that flag, because of the Muslim influence in England, is damn near outlawed. It's basically considered a hate symbol. Like, you remember how the libtards tried to turn our flag into a hate symbol, kind of starting in like 2014 or something? Some schools, a sports team would show up with a big flag, or their fans would have a bunch of American flags. It happened here in California even. And the school administrators would crack down on them and say that they can't have the flags because other students, the invader reconquistas from the South, in our case here in America, would be offended by it. We've had multiple incidences like that. Well, they got the same shit in England with their flag, the flag most Americans don't even know about, the red and the white flag, the flag of St. George. It's ridiculous, bro. My whole life I've loved that flag as well as the Union Jack. There's nothing wrong with the fucking flag. But because its roots are of a crusader, and because it's just a general sign of patriotism and pride of the real English people, it must be disallowed. Soon enough, it probably will be. They probably will officially classify it as a hate symbol. Maybe that'll be the day the British working class finally rise up and seriously fucking storm Parliament and get it done this time. Fucking Guy Fawkes Day Part 2, you know? Fucking makes me sick. St. George's Cross. St. George's Day is coming up. That's like a month from now. Holy shit. I got to do something special on that. Yeah, April 23rd is when it is. On April 23rd, we should be happy. It should be a holiday for all. But English traditions count for nothing, as patriotism is not allowed. But it's fine for every other country to celebrate their patron saint's day. Hey, you cunt. This asshole's interrupting my song. Bastard. You fuck. I had a point I was trying to make, you bastards. Hey. Bastard. Damn it! I thought it was funny to launch into the song when that black dude came. He came right over to me, you know, like I don't know what he was doing. I guess he's obviously just a jogger, a normal guy, a real jogger. Maybe he wanted to check me out because his shit is mounted on my head. I thought it was weird he came all the way over to me, though, you know? So I figured, fuck it, we'll give him a little patriotism, but I got fucking interrupted. Cunts. I'm trying to get these lyrics memorized properly, aren't I? Get out of here, you garbage men. Bastards. We're gonna start over. Fucking outrageous. Every day I'm upset over what's happening to the traditional people of England and to the traditional people of America. People that I loved, the people that treated me so well in my life, in both cases. Because I have English in my family. British grandparents that survived the fucking bombing of the Blitz. The London Blitz. Survived in the fucking tube subway tunnels in London when the Nazis were bombing London. I don't appreciate seeing London taken over by foreign invaders. With St. George in my heart, make me English. With St. George in my heart, I pray. With St. George in my heart, make me English. Make me English till my dying day. No surrender to Taliban scum. On April 23rd, we should be happy. It should be a holiday for all. But English traditions count for nothing, as patriotism is not allowed. But it's fine for every other culture to celebrate their patron saint's day. But if you say you're proud to be English, your equal rights are taken away. With St. George in my heart, make me English. With St. George in my heart, I pray. With St. George in my heart, make me English. Make me English till my dying day. Our respect for other cultures is expected, and tolerance demanded from us. But our Englishness has now been eroded, as we're made to feel like we don't belong. We just want to be treated fairly. Our English pride must be preserved. All we want is the right to be English. So let us celebrate St. George's Day. You see, I'm preparing for St. George's Day, April 23rd. We're going to give some fucking libtard scum a piece of our mind on that day, aren't we? We're going to march for fucking England! Fucking England, yes! That's right. Because it's okay to be English. In fact, it's fucking great. No matter what globalist fucking scum and their endless hordes of foreign invaders say, it's okay to be English. Uh-oh, I just got a low battery warning on my phone. Yeah, this shit's gonna end in like 15, 20 minutes or something, I think. Holy shit, that's the same dog. I hope I find that dog. Pocket $1,000 and do a proper good deed, hey? Doesn't look like we're finding him tonight, though. It's a pit bull, and he's young. Hopefully some ghetto boys didn't find him. They'll just keep him. Maybe that poor dog is already being trained to fight and die, as scumbag like to do with pit bulls. You know what I mean? Hey? It's another thing. We don't have a tradition of that in our country. But there are certain foreigners from certain foreign lands that do. They're the ones that typically do it. Although, who is that piece of shit? Kyrie Irving or something? Kyrie Irving? Wasn't there a fucking NFL douche that was doing that shit? Fucking cunt. Piece of shit. Can you imagine? Let's torture animals for our own fun and pleasure, and we'll gamble on it as well. And we feel manly and masculine in doing so. Fucking bastards. Oh, let's look at this jump. Am I gonna do it? I got all fucking pissed off, dude. I'm sorry. My policy after about 1980 is England for the English, and I'll make no bones about it. A little bit of immigration is good. It's great. The locals even welcomed it. But when you just keep flooding and flooding, no, bro, it's not right. It's immoral. It's unethical. It's ungodly. It's wrong. It's wrong. The English people who fought for so long for their country, they deserve the best their country has to fucking offer. Shouldn't just be handed out willy-nilly to a bunch of fucking foreign invading cunts that don't even like the English in the first place. No, not at all, bro. Hey! That's those same garbage men. One guy kind of reacted negatively because I kicked the big trash bin, you know, which of course is an indestructible object. But then he seemed to like me. After my English song, I think he kind of liked me. Dude seemed to be Hispanic too. But you do have some Hispanics that are patriotic towards America. There are some. Sadly, many are not. Many see themselves as reconquistas, as reconquering America's Southwest for La Raza, for their race, you see? And I say that as a person that doesn't really have a race. I'm a profoundly mixed race person. So in my psyche, generally throughout almost all of my life, I've just kind of been not racially conscious or aware, because I consider myself as a profoundly mixed race person. I not really have a race. I don't have a team. But I know what's right and I know what's wrong and I know what's fair. And it's not fucking fair that Europe, England, and America has to constantly get flooded with foreigners in a never-ending stream when many of them are hostile to the traditional ways of the people that inhabited that land, of the people whose ancestors built these lands up to be what they are, to make them so desirous in the first place. It's not right. It's fucking wrong. And I'll make no bones about it. Even as a non-white person myself, I know what's right and what's wrong, and it's not fucking right. If somebody gave me the choice, if I was, you know, dictator of the world, or God gave me a choice or something, and the choice was between the continued Islamization of England or a push completely in the other direction where maybe the WN boys got a real foothold, I think you guys know where I'd go. I think you guys know who I'd side with. I'm sorry. The offspring of the people that made something great deserve to enjoy most of the benefits from this greatness. You can share a bit, of course. It's good to be cosmopolitan. It's good to have a few different influences in your country. But Jesus Christ, endless millions of hostile foreigners? No, fuck no, never. Fuck off. Now this fucker, what's going on with this damn thing? Am I doing this thing? You gotta come running and jump off this con to land on this fucking tree, dude. Fucking pissed off now. It's really best that I don't think about this stuff a lot, because I really do get very angry. I just can't believe what has happened to England, to London, to the land of the Cockneys, southeast London. To be a real Cockney, you have to be born within hearing of the church bills of the Bowes End Church, I believe it's called, to be a real Cockney. And that's always been a very poor area going back to Victorian London and before. It's the land of Jack the Ripper, where he was hunting prostitutes and stuff. Now it's the land of the endless muzz, and it's just not right. It's just not acceptable. Muslim patrols in southeast London? Fucking hell, man. That's how I came to find out about the EDL way before any Americans ever dreamt of Tommy Robinson. And I loved them from the minute I saw what they were up to. And they're not a racist group. They had a few blacks, they had a couple of Muzz even, and a couple of Sikhs and whoever the fuck else. Jesus, there's a gnarly spider up there. Fuck. God damn it, dude. I need a fucking branch now to clear the bastard out. Let's just look at it. Maybe I won't even do it. I'm kind of real distracted now. I got myself all fucking pissed off. So you can't do it with just a leap from here. Not quite. I mean, if my life depended on it or $1 million depended on it, I could. No, you have to run, full commitment. Let's find a fucking branch, clear this bastard off. Where am I gonna get a branch? I don't want to break one off of these fuckers over here. Rise, England, rise! Fucking rise up! God damn it, man. One of the most beautiful, unique cultures to influence the world like never before. Working class British. The poor, the working class poor of one of the most ghetto cities on earth, really. That part of London is fucking hardcore, dude. It's always been hardcore. Like I said, Jack the Ripper was operating there, bro. Fucking endless millions of foreigners come in and change the whole landscape. Damn it! Fuck. I don't want to break a branch off of a piece of landscaping, you know, a tree there. I want something where I'm not causing any harm. No surrender to the Taliban till you get Joe Biden in office. Then not only do you surrender to the Taliban, you give them billions and billions of dollars of military equipment, military bases, pallets of gold, pallets of cash. Yeah, that's right. That's fucking right. That's great. The English have this song, No Surrender to the Taliban, the EDL, the English Defense League did. Fucking Joe Biden. Miserable nunts. God damn it. What's that? Water bottle? I could use that. Let's just use that. I think, I mean, it's not that high, right? Yeah. Fuck it. This'll work. It's better than continuing to look. Wouldn't be that bad if these bastards weren't hostile, but many of them are hostile. They'll tell proper English. They'll tell them, we're taking over now. This is a Muslim area. London is a Muslim area. We're going to take over your country. We will bring Sharia. We will force Sharia upon your women. They'll fucking straight up tell you that shit on this fucking street corner there. That's why, despite Tommy Robinson's Zio bent and all that stuff, I love the man. I've loved that dude for over 10 fucking years, way before any other fucking cunts knew anything about him. Other than a couple English we've got here. It's amazing Tommy's still alive. Really. He never even got knifed. I've been knifed up by a Muzzy way more than Tommy. He almost got killed in prison a couple times, though. He was very lucky, and he got warnings from prisoners that were friendly, and I think even once a guard that was friendly, and they saved his life, dude. Those Muzz were coming in prison. They were going to throw a pot of boiling sugar water and God knows what else, some chemicals dumped in there too. You know, one of those prisoner tactics they'll do to get revenge on somebody. The guy was cooking it all up for Tommy. It was another prisoner, another inmate, came and told Tommy, hey, this crazy Muslim fucker, he's preparing it right now, dude. Be ready. Save Tommy's fucking face. You have to love that dude. Whatever criticism you might have of him, if you love the traditional people of England, you have to like Tommy. Some people criticize him because his family's Irish. His family, they're Irish immigrants. He's like first generation American, or maybe he wasn't even born in England. But he's put in so much good service, he qualifies as an Englishman 100%, and he's got mad respect from British nationalists, which he fucking earned with his blood. All right, let's leave this water bottle. Maybe somebody will want to fucking fuck with it. Now this bastard. I also don't want to slam my phone into this fucker, but I really would like. Cunt. Fucker. Let's look at it again. You're up here, trot, trot, trot. It's like 3 steps or 4 stutter steps, and bang! We're absolutely going for it. Fuck this. Just don't want to slam my fucking phone. I'm not used to having something on my head that's projecting out. You get real close to these objects with this climbing shit. Come on! For England! Just wish I knew my steps. Let's look at it one more time. Let's just look at the run-up. Let's just visualize this run-up. We won't have any problems. I can always bail out if my steps feel off. See, it's narrow, so you really want your steps to be real precise, real nice. It's not really a big deal, but I don't want to have any problems before I'm going to start lion questing. Damn it, see, I don't like the steps, damn it. Fuck! Maybe I should deal with no run-up, just this run-up. That's easier to deal with my steps. I'm distracted. I can't think clearly and visualize clearly. I'm so pissed off about England, bro. Seriously. And the sad thing is like at least once a day I start thinking about this shit and I get fucking pissed off all over again. It does. Every day it pisses me off. It's not right. It's wrong. It's just not right. It should not be. You can't give everything away to hostile foreigners and treat the locals like shit while you do it. Are you kidding me? These people, their ancestors fought in World War I for England. They fought in World War II for England. They fought for colonization of England. They built the British Empire. And you just give the shit away to hostile foreigners? No, bro. All right, so let's aim high. That's really the main thing, is aim high. I just don't like how that knot and everything is sticking out right at my fucking face. Come on! Okay, I know what to do. Come on, you fucking bastard. If I just had one more step. 4 small steps. Come on, you fucking bastard. Okay. Oh, it's far, bro. Fucking hell. I just can't get a good run up. I went for it, I got a feel for it, but I failed. I failed intelligently to make sure I didn't fuck myself up. But yeah, I failed. No, I think we're gonna leave it for tonight. I gotta really visualize it. If your steps are perfect, you'll have enough speed. And if your steps aren't perfect, you won't have enough speed. It's too far to just broad jump. I can broad jump far too. If this fucker was over here just a foot closer, this wouldn't be any problem at all. It's a little far. How far is it? If I lay down a little bit. Oh yeah, dude, it's like 8, almost 9 fucking feet. I laid down and there's like 2.5 feet past my head. That's why. No, I gotta save myself for my lion quest though. I've done pretty good considering I can't breathe and I've had these fucking allergies hardcore lately. No, we're cool, dude. This is acceptable. Just getting back on the horse. Barely been streaming for months anyway. April 23rd, St. George's Day. Gonna give the bastards a piece of our mind, aren't we? So funny that I ended up tangled up with Muzz that's literally ISIS. I mean, wow, dude. I wasn't even thinking about that shit. So funny. I think about that in the context of England. It's not really a big problem here like it's been over there, you know? I mean, it is a problem, but it's not really that big of a problem like it is in England. They just got flooded and they all went to the same area, and it's just caused chaos. So funny I end up tangled up with fucking ISIS. I mean, what the fuck? Kind of cool too, though. Got a little cachet to it, doesn't it? when you've been following British politics for so long and the nationalists, it's all about dealing with those types of people. Then I get tangled up and they're straight up ISIS, literally convicted ISIS terrorists. It's like, okay, bro, I just graduated to another level, didn't I? Yes, I did. Survived it too. I'm out here having fun while fucking Islam is sitting there behind bars, the little cunt. And he rot there for many years. I'm between subpoenas still. Probably get a call and be told I have another subpoena. In the next week or two, I bet you I'll get another call. That's how it's gone. I'm under subpoena for some few months, 2-3 months. Then that one ends. Then a couple weeks later, I start getting calls from the DA, and I'm back under another subpoena, still waiting to testify at trial. Fucking bastards. Unbelievable. ISIS. I mean, what the fuck, dude? And it goes to show the libtardism. Why the fuck was that guy out of prison on parole anyway? You get convicted for a terrorism offense involving international terrorists and all this shit he was trying to do? I'm sorry, bro. You should just be shut down. That should be the end of it. Shut down permanently. Somebody like that should not be out on the fucking streets, walking around with fucking blades. Unbelievable, dude. Scum. But that's how it goes in the clown world. In clown world, everybody gets let out of prison. There's no bail, even, in so many cases, before there's even prison. New York City, they got hella violent criminals that have an endless stream of violent convictions, and they get arrested again. And now these days, because of the libtards, they just get let out with no bail. Hardcore violent criminals with long track records of being violent. They just get let out, and then they commit another violent crime a few days later. I mean, it's incredible, dude. So of course we got fucking ISIS terrorists walking around out on federal parole. Of course we do. We live in fucking clown world, dude. Cunts. Fucking makes me sick. Yeah, you can see there's videos on my channel about it. His name is Islam Saeed Natsa. You can do your own Google searches, or you can look on my community page. I have some documents about him. I did a video in a live stream where I read some documents and went into the whole thing. I really need to make a proper produced video where I go into it and show more documents, show my latest subpoenas and all this shit. I really should. We haven't gotten any press for this thing. You know, local press ignored it, even though it went out over the police radio and they know about it. But my YouTube channel, the live stream is the central piece of evidence, or one of the central pieces of evidence. And so all the lib reporters and whoever else, everybody knows my politics and my weird activities, you see. So it would seem that the local lib media, they just put me on ignore. I'm lucky I'm getting a prosecution out of this. Yeah, that's the facts, dude. 2 Muz. You just got to go on my YouTube channel. It's all there. The incident, when it occurred, I was live streaming, you know? It's all there. Fucking crazy shit, bro. Especially that it happens to me. I care deeply about these issues. And I've been largely sympathetic to the Muz and to the Palestinians when they're in their own lands. You know? I am sympathetic that the West keeps invading the Middle East and all this shit. That's not right either. I totally acknowledge that. I've acknowledged that for years. But at the same time, I've been super pissed about radical Islam getting all these footholds in the West. I've been pissed about that for a very, very long time. And sure enough, I run into a couple of psychos that night, and turns out fucking ISIS scum. It's crazy shit, bro. Fucking bastards. Yeah, this stream's gonna end very soon. We're at like 3 minutes and 15. Last time it ended right about now. My battery just dies. But we got out here, we tested the head mount, we're ready for the lion quests. My legs feel good. I'm ready, I can walk 20 miles through the fucking mountains all night. I say we do it today. I say we do it today, right? I have enough nutrition at home to fuel me for this mission? Yeah, I do. Fucking bastards. Yeah, we'll have to come back out another time and try these other leaps. I still would like to make this one. And that other one on the roof, I'd like to do that in a more dramatic fashion. But that's cool. Got myself all warmed up, and I didn't get injured. And I'm loving the head mount. It seems to be working very well. Fucking best $11 I've spent. Seriously, $11, dude? Be hands-free out here? I missed those days when I only had a GoPro mounted on my head and I was just making videos. To be hands-free, you know, is fucking super fun, bro. And it can be advantageous the next time some shit cunts jump on me. We're not gonna let that happen. Bastards. Let's go this way. Yeah, I gotta get way the fuck up there tomorrow. I wanna go on the other side of the lake. It's quite a journey. Fucking garbage, man. Yeah, at first it seemed like the guy reacted negatively because I kicked one of their containers, you know? But he knows better than anybody. This shit is indestructible. Not even Joe Rogan could cause damage to one of these bastards with a kick, could he? There, I put it back where it belongs. Got it out of the driveway there where it could cause a hazard, didn't we? Hey, let's do some of this shit. Yeah, this trash can. Let's do this bastard. Come running along, you jump up on this wall. You don't use that bench at all. You hit this high jump and then you loft over that trash can on the way down. Right. Oh, that's something funny. I've also decided that I gotta go to the fucking San Francisco Gay Pride Parade, gentlemen. How about that, ladies and gents? It's towards the end of June. What if I take myself up there for a live stream? Can you imagine that? Fucking hell. I'm gonna try very hard to not trigger a mob to come after me, though. You know? I'm not wearing a Trump hat or anything like that. I would like to. But the truth is, the way I envision it, I show up there with the Trump hat, I'm immediately mobbed by all kinds of assholes, and they'll just start spitting on me. That's why I was thinking about it last night. I was visualizing, how would this go down? They'll all start spitting on me. You know these leftist trash, they like to do that. Imagine being spat on multiple times by a crowd of people at a San Francisco Gay Pride Parade. Imagine that. Many of those people, they're not even normal gay people. They're really weird-ass people. They're hella perverted types. They're sexually obsessed types. They're diseased types. Imagine getting spit on because you're wearing a Trump hat by fucking hundreds of those people. Can you imagine that? So yeah, when I go up there, I'm just going to go in journalist mode. We'll just go up there like a journalist and just stream the activities and leave the Trump hat at home and not go for some crazy triggering or some madness, bro. I'm telling you, they'll all be surrounding me, screaming and going absolutely crazy, and they'll be spitting on me. I know it, dude. It's exactly how it'll play out. Imagine how disgusting that would be, bro. Holy, I'm not up for that. I'm not up for that. Fuck that. But I say we go up there with a big stream to the fucking Gay Pride Parade. I think it goes on for 2 days or something up there too, bro. Holy shit. That stream will be banned from YouTube. They'll be walking around naked and shit, dude. It's not normal people. There's normal gay people that are like your neighbor or something that owns a nice house and has a normal job and whatever. Then there's the real fucking degenerates that walk around in, you know, kinky bondage outfits with their cock hanging out, walking around the public streets and shit, literally. And then there's children and the Desmond